Hello, and welcome to the third iteration of the Beginner Bracket. I am your host, Lobster, and I'm joined today by two wonderful commentators, Fusilero, hello,
Yo, what's up, gamers?
and joining him is Roku, hello.
Hello.
Yep, so these two have been around for a while now, since base game, so they should hopefully know what they're talking about, even if Fusi just going to tell you to 6XL more. But
Would I be wrong?
he's not wrong. It's just true. he is not wrong.
I have
But
no idea what I'm talking about. It's fine.
It'll be fine. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you've been there before, you know how this works. But if not, just to clarify, this is a Swiss bracket, not a double elimination. So there's no, it's not like a tournament style. It's you just there are 6 rounds. You just play every round, and there's no elimination. You are just here to play each round and take what you want away from, what you want away from that experience. But we have delayed a little bit, so we'll get started as soon as possible. I'll give our players the go signal and hand over to our two commentators. Take it away, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, but looking at the bracket, I've not seen most of these names. Honestly, I haven't been very active in the general community. I feel like ever since Rising came out, because honestly, it's a bit overwhelming, right? There's a lot of new players, a lot of new people, so I think it's cool. We're gonna see some people that I personally have never seen before. See them duke it out, see what the beginners are cooking for the new game. At this point, it's been quite a bit over a month and a half since the release. So honestly, I'm kind of excited to see what's going on outside my little bubble of just playing the same 3 people and just going into ranked to play the other same 3 people.
Yeah. I'm just here to tell beginners whether they should be 6XLing or not.
Most of the time, yeah.
I have some important news. The answer is yes. You should, in fact, be 6XLing.
What if you're playing against a Nia, though? Should I be 6XLing then?
You should 6XL her anyway. What are you going to do?
But I'm dead now. She did the funny
She would
special.
never do OD amnesia. It's fine.
It's funny to talk about 6XL because lately I've been playing Lucilius, and I'm not a fan of using 6XL with him as much as with the other characters I've tried out.
I mean, he has Jesus kick. He's like...
Yeah, like... It's just kind of awkward sometimes.
I'm not sure how good Lucilius is. Obviously, it's early days, but... if 6XL gets nerfed and Lucilius still has his buttons,
I right now,
concerns.
I feel like he's decently strong. Like he can kind of navigate most matchups, but has like a lot of awkward stuff that he has to go through. But man, like in a world where 6XL is like nerfed or whatever, he's just going to be kind of insane. I feel like.
I have an opinion to say about Lucy Teleport.
He needs it. Question mark.
I have a thing to say about Lucy Teleport, but I don't want to get Lober banned.
Okay, what if I say that I need it personally as a Lucilius player?
Okay, fine. You can have it as a treat.
All right, thank you. Everyone else is disallowed from.
Everyone else should not be allowed Lucy
Good.
TP.
Good. I'm fine with this. I can win the mirror now.
Finally.
Yeah. Actually. But it's hard. Like, I hate talking about it this way because I definitely feel like the top tiers can be beaten, but then at the same time, when you're playing a character that that doesn't have a meterless reversal, yeah,
he's not playing a top 4. What? He's not playing top 5 or Belial. What? Laugh at this man.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing really well with Belial after a point. It was really clicking, but then Lucilius was released, and ever since I haven't played anything else.
It was really quick with Belial. He started 6XLing.
Yeah, he's just fun. It's just fun throwing the silly fireballs around, you know, and the teleports.
It's not fun for me. It's not fun for me for you to throw teleports.
Someone needs to have fun at some point. Might as well be me, honestly. Speaking of fun, yeah, we gaming. So we're gonna have the first match of the Swiss. Is going to be Extaria versus Super Scoot, and one of them is playing Zeta. Super Scoot is Extaria and the Anella. Yeah, I kind of hate both of these characters.
Why do you hate both of these characters?
So I hate playing against any of the quote-unquote fair characters for some reason. You know, Anela, Carolina, Gran, whatever. I don't know why.
He isn't 6XLing enough.
Ooh. Oh, there was definitely 2 6XLs already.
That's a 6XL. Okay, I don't think I have anything to tell Super Scoot he gets it. Never mind. They rolled a 6XL.
Ooh, bit of a drop there. Yeah, and the other thing is just Zetas feel like they're playing a different game because they kind of are, right? With the counters and just running around waiting for the 2 to use. Let's see if we see any of that here. Because it's definitely, I mean, probably the strongest tool that the character has right now.
Yeah. I don't. That's yeah. Just do laser. It's the easiest way to get the combo. You can combo straight to spear, but the timing is way tighter than just doing laser.
At the same time, I'm kind of a fan. Like, obviously, when you drop your combos, that's not a good feeling at all. But I'm kind of a fan when people, you know, try to go for the quote-unquote harder, but potentially failable, but also, you know, more efficient routes, especially in this context. First round is going to go to Exayo with a DP kill. Honestly, both players could have had a little bit more of a swing towards their side had those corner combos not dropped. But obviously, it can be also, you know, especially when you're like a beginner, both in the context of the game and in the context of brackets, it can be much more nerve-wracking when you're like on stream. Personally, I definitely feel that. We see a lot of 6XL from Super Scoots. So the Zeta pressure, the Zeta rising pressure is definitely on. And the back throw.
The back throw. Yeah. I mean, that's probably going to be like one of the banes.
Another one.
Yeah, no, I do that. This is one of the banes of beginners. It's a 4-frame throw in this game.
Yeah.
If your meaty is off, you're just going to get back thrown by someone delay teching. And people do be delay teching. It is a pretty good... Oh, yeah, you are dead. You have the pipe of this mortal realm. No, just do light. If you don't feel certain, just do a light. It'll always pick up off it.
Okay. Yeah, this is something that I feel like is probably, you know, one of those cases where you definitely just want to go for the combo that is definitely going to hit and not go for the more efficient one, because your opponent's dead at this point anyway, right?
Again, like, it can be awkward to combo with Zeta sometimes, just because it can be slightly conditional what you're gonna get. So often, especially like in brackets, you're probably better off just trying to pick something very consistent, like just picking up with lights.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I said that I'm a fan of going, you know, for the optimals, at the same time,
Zeta.
Oof, no, we don't do that here. The triple use skill combo there into the Pogo. Nice.
That Pogo was way too off timing, but I'm back going to them. Yeah, the Pogo is way too. Honestly, I would personally just say Pogo isn't ideal in this game because it's a guaranteed guard cancel.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends because I feel like on some heights the guard cancel whiffs, but then when the guard cancel whiffs, it means that it's at a height where you can actually do a different option, whether it is just run out of the corner or use a 2H, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of like a knowledge check at the same time, or maybe just an awake check, checking if your opponent like actually understands how the Pogo works.
No, that's really just not a worthwhile RPS to take, to be honest.
Ooh, lose that. Why can't I win this interaction ever? That's unfortunate.
Another back throw into the struck. Another back throw into the struck.
Yeah.
We are missing our meaties.
I was going through it with the back throws when the game first released. Like, I was feeling a lot of Strive PTSD. Where every time I would
But
get
the back
thrown.
throw is like just break up delay taking is just a really strong
yeah.
option in this game. And as you
And
must,
it's also about, you know, against different characters, you can kind of like choose a different button to delay tech.
that's a really nice stagger from Extaria.
Yeah, going for
Alright.
that DC.
Right, so stagger pressure, just back walks out the throw.
We're no longer doing the sick RPS with the RFS mid-screen. I like that.
Oh no! I
What?
don't. You could have committed for the laser, but maybe Super Screw just wanted to save meter there. You don't have to always go for the gap combos, you know.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, as much as I said it before, that, you know, yeah, all in for going for the gap combos and everything. It's a really important skill to understand when you're going for these and when you want to go for the quote-unquote tournament combos, right? In these contexts, like a lot of players,
Ooh,
when you end up dropping that sort of like very easy combo, that can also be like, ooh, nice up there. No
Not
follow-up,
dead.
unfortunately. Yeah, but it can be like mentally taxing as well. You know, when you drop your combo when you're about to win, because you went for the harder one. That's not a nice time.
Was there a press? There was a
Yes,
cross, right.
nice.
That was reverse super works.
So second game going to Xaria, 2-0 now.
Shall we begin? Battle 1.
It has been a bit back and forth, but it feels like the ending just has been Xaria being a little bit more either patient or just Super Scoot being impatient and getting cut off from these reversals. Oh, we see nice. I think that was a play tech that we're talking about. There's another back throw which has been kind of the name of the game here. Okay, the combo connects now. Into the hard knockdown. Into the setup.
Alright then.
Low, nice. I like that. Oh no, we dropped this.
Yeah, I mean it is a tight time. It takes some practice to get used to, and if you're just gonna like try to do a raw spear, like just as I said, I would always value stability and just go. You start with perhaps your laser. There is enough to be oppressed if you want
Yeah.
edge.
Oh, with the super
This
ending
is
as well.
unnecessary.
Yeah. Listen, I understand that sometimes it can be annoying, but at the same time, I think it's a very reasonable thing to want to look at your character's little cutscene. So
Oh, I don't want to look at the little cutscene. I'm too mad to look at a cutscene.
that's a you problem, not a game problem. Come on, man.
It is a game problem. It's a modern fighting game problem. Oh, nice TP.
Kind of. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, we get that confirmed with the 6XL, but the not follow up. Ooh, sick neutral.
Oh no, you got a 2H. You got 2H to pick that up into 2H.
Okay, into the corner now. No use. Ooh,
Ooh,
very nice sniffing out
got
that
the skill.
parry.
I won't kill.
Yeah, it will be just close enough.
It's strike throw per game. But just backing off. And no TP.
Yeah, very reasonable option. I feel like you have a decent life lead. Given the screen situation and what the opponent has shown, you're probably not going to die. Even if this gets blocked, you're going to be at one hit, or maybe even close to chip. But you already have the game, the round advantage and the game advantage. So feels like a reasonable thing. Just send the DP. If it works, you get the game. If it doesn't, we move on. So the first stream game is going to go to Xaria on a 3-0 of the Super Scoot. Nicely done. We did see, I feel like, a decent amount of both good and bad stuff. Obviously, a lot of that being attributed to being, I feel like, comfortable. Like a lot of these drops were either more tight links or just, you know, it happens. Especially, I feel like I said it before, but I'll say it again. When you're more of a beginner to the concept of brackets and tournaments or whatever, it can be quite an oppressive feeling when you're on stream, especially round one. I feel like kind of funny to say because I think like the first time that I ever entered a bracket for this game base, I was in stream for the first game I ever played.
Dang, I just died off stream for months until I started doing well.
You know, it was funny because I actually won the stream game and then I, lost every game for the next couple of months. But I won the stream game, so let's go.
He's so fucking good.
I remember I was against Try to Complete, and apparently he was like dying of sickness. So
It counts.
yeah, it's a black magic gap I willed it into existence. So okay, now we're waiting for the second stream bunch. Bard is on the room, so we're waiting for their opponent.
I guess, chat, you got any questions? The answer is 6XL, by the way.
Listen, the Seahawks Gaming, Jack, it can still be real, honestly. It's just that Lucilius is a bit too sick right now. So everything else has to be put on hold until I'm just completely sick of just getting run over by people running at me.
He's a slopper.
Yeah. Guys, listen. Belial is also real. It's every character is cool. It's not my fault. The game designs are too sick. I started playing this game because I was like, oh, Strive is dying, because it was literally dying because you couldn't play online. And then I went into Granblue because I'm like, oh, this game looks absolutely fucking sick. And then now I'm playing, like, I have the gacha open on a second monitor and grinding shit.
We've lost him.
Yeah, it's been over for a while now, honestly. I'm gonna go play some Relenk after this bracket. It's done.
We've absolutely lost him.
Yeah, it's
and
never
this is
been
all
more
Xbox
over.
360's fault.
Like, honestly, yeah, I know there's a lot of gripes with the game and everything, but honestly, the base of it is just so sick to me. Like the characters, the world building and everything, that I don't know. I just want to play like everyone.
I want to press 6XL.
I know we want to press 6XL, but
Yay! Anyways, the questions. Jack, how do I gap 6XL? Who would 1-1? Why hasn't my dad come home? It's been 10 years. You didn't 6XL.
Yeah, understandable. Makes sense.
Because yes, what do I do with my 6XL? Is that 6XL? 6XL better next time. You were the worst player.
Wait. What if I 66H instead of 6XL?
Yeah, Lobo, get this guy off.
Listen, okay.
He's learning bad information.
Actually, I was messing around with Zeta yesterday in training, and I just realized how terrible her 66H is, which is why I've never seen it being used. So I understand why you would say that, but at the same time, some characters have cool 66Hs. They can bid 6XL.
You can just say Belial.
You
could just say Belial.
Yeah. Okay, outside of the corner though, it doesn't really give you a combo. It's mostly
but it's plus.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's sick because he does the drive buster thing. That's 6XL.
How do I anti a dive kick? If you have a DP, use it. If you don't have a DP, go pick a character with a DP next time.
Man, these answers are terrible.
Well, am I wrong?
No, listen, they are correct. I'm not saying they're not correct, but they are still terrible. Like, you can be right, and it can be bad at the same time. It's not, like, mutually exclusive at any point. Like, all the 6XL stuff.
My serious answer is most airstores in this game are not that rewarding if they hit you. Ignore the character I play, Zeta. But
yeah,
generally, if you get clipped by, like, a ULJU or a CJU, it's not the end of the world, and it's obviously you're going to get way more if they did commit to a jump in. Otherwise, you can like try to delay your 2H to catch the air stall, or if you're a real baller gamer, you can try to air throw it.
To be fair, I think on Yule's part, it's absolutely correct. Like, even on counter hit, he doesn't really get anything, but Seahawks can actually get a combo on counter hit.
He does now?
He could on base as well, but it was like very. It's kind of like dependent on height and when it hits you and where it hits you. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm spreading misinformation here. At the same time, I feel like people just once they get hit by anything against Seahawks, just give up.
That is the
So
correct. That is also the correct answer.
Maybe they're just not
Chat,
blocking.
if you get hit by Seahawks, give up. This is official advice.
Man, like I was week 1. I was so sure you could actually get a non-counter hit combo when you did Belial's JU very close to the ground. And then I realized that nobody was blocking after being hit by it.
Yeah, you don't get a combo. No, people just keep holding down back.
They
and get
never.
domed by the overhead.
No one blocked. No one. I was being fed misinformation by everyone playing me. It's not my fault.
And base GB versus Sonic Sound eliminated me from a tournament because I didn't block the JU. Because I didn't block the overhead after the JU and I instantly dodged. That was a moneyed bracket. I'm mad. I could have had lunch.
Damn, that's not a good time.
How do I beat Seahawks record backdash? Unironically, 6-6.
Yeah, actually,
this is no longer a joke. You can just
this is both right.
Backdash.
Yeah, both right and correct this time. Obviously, there's like a little bit of a risk involved into it.
I mean, Seahawks can like layer 2 and do the overhead follow up.
Yeah, and doing it on reaction. I mean, okay, if you're like a superhuman being,
you can't read on read. You kind of have to do it on a read, but
yeah.
So it's like if you like consistently mash the overhead and don't fall for the frame trap, Seahawks are gonna try to backdash because that's obviously like the rec option that doesn't get them killed. Which means you can like kind of commit to buffering your dash during the wrecker and just immediately 6-excelling after the backdash and hitting them for it.
So a little bit of an update, unless I'm looking at things incorrectly. I think we have moved on to the second round now. So we will be skipping the second stream match of the first round. Unsure of exactly what happened there, but that seems to be the case.
Alrighty, champ. Who we got next?
We have not Yuna and Abby, and Noodle and Ravel. Familiar with any of those names? Because I can't really say that I am.
Abby plays Fairy. That's
okay.
As far as I know. Which means Abby is absolutely going through it.
I get what you're saying there, but I feel like when in the context of like a beginner bracket, Fairy is probably decently strong though, because
I mean,
yeah, we live in a 6XL world. I get it. I agree.
Kind of feel like in base game, Fairy was like the antichrist to beginners because her button zoning genuinely felt difficult to deal with. But in this game, being just so incredibly belligerent against Fairy zoning kind of just works out for you. Like 6XL, just the reward in this game is so much higher than base GB versus. You can just be hyper belligerent against Fairy's button zoning, and if the Fairy isn't like ready to adapt to someone just absolutely charging at them, the Fairy just dies in this game. So I feel like Fairy isn't the beginner bully she was in the base game, just because this game encourages belligerence and Fairy does not enjoy it when people are being super belligerent against her.
Yeah, I can see that. At the same time, I feel like unless you have a decent amount of experience against Fairy or have loved the matchup, which honestly, I know like a lot of people, regardless of level, are not big fans of labbing stuff.
I would never lab.
Yeah,
beginners, you should lab. I do not.
Absolutely.
I play top 4, so I don't gotta.
But yeah, like not knowing which of the GG setups are real, which of them are fake, when you can like dash forward, when you can dash backwards from it, is a pretty big thing to ask for someone who doesn't have that experience, I feel like. And she can kind of run away with it. Because I feel like I played a bunch of Fairies in ranked where they like kind of don't know anything, but they know all of like how to convert off of the setups. So I feel like it's kind of the thing that people gravitate towards learning when they pick up this character. Obviously, I could be wrong.
I mean,
But that's the gut
I
feeling.
will say, yeah. I mean, they're like Fairy can absolutely just snowball against people who don't know the matchups with the GG setups. Like mostly because people who don't know what they're looking for can just get absolutely domed by fake stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind
obviously-
of like the knowledge check that stays, even if you can just be belligerent against fairy zoning.
Cagliostro.
Alright, so it's going to be Fairy against Hag.
Cagliostro the second.
Yeah, I have no idea how this goes, honestly. I feel like I've almost never seen this, even in base. The Hag and Fairy players
Shall we
didn't
begin?
beat that much.
Battle 1.
I mean, yeah, I guess you did it.
Yeah.
Is that connection? Oh, okay, they're playing. It looked like that was connection just for a second. Alright, so
But-
seeing right now, not you nor is kind of being very patient actually, kind of just trying to set up a CAG zone, which probably isn't ideal because Fairy doesn't care. Oh no,
Ooh, nice
this-
reaction.
ready for the TV.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, you can obviously get a lot of mileage from the TP. But at the same time, when your opponent is ready for it, it's going to be very rough. And doing, spear stuff can also be kind of annoying. Okay, we send them some traps here. Quite heavy. Do the 6XL.
Very patient on both sides, but nice. Can't get a conversion. That's a fumble. No.
Yeah, we block these. Yeah, so a little bit a glimpse of greatness there from the 66H, I believe is the
Yeah.
funny little
I'm
skip
pretty
jump.
6H is. I think that might be 6XM. I think 6H is the cross up that kind of guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I just know that they are dash attacks that kill me, honestly. Ooh, that's minus.
Oh
No
no.
damage.
That's-
Oh,
oh,
get hit by the
oh,
trap.
what is this? Oh, what is this?
Oh, we're doing it! And the setup through the trap.
The trap infinite. That's new. That's exciting. That gets the people going.
Honestly, I think it's kind of sick when, like, so Inoduna, from what we've seen on the screen, the character select screen has very few matches compared to Abby, but still, knowing this setup is a little bit sick. Like, you go into the game, you're like, huh, my character can do this. Let me learn how to do that. It looks really cool.
It looks really funny. I would
Yeah.
say that's not the ideal thing you want to get off your head, but
Listen, I respect it. I think
It is
you have
alchemy.
to respect it too. Yeah, it is definitely alchemy. Now we've seen this like kind of on Abby's wake up, Yuna going for that 66M overhead. I must admit, I'm not a huge fan of it because you don't really get a whole lot out of it, right? Like, okay, you get some damage.
oh my god, nice roll. Alright, that's some good awareness. That setup, I don't know. I don't think that setup wasn't real, but oh my god, okay, these rolls are. I think we've seen not Yuna get a bit more belligerent, and it is time to work out. But good hit for Abby. Oh no, drops the ender. Let's see. We are not holding
nice.
guard, but does
no,
not
we
get to the wall bounce. Does get it. Can even more trap.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so it feels like we have a lot of like cheeky little setups. We just need to kind of do the extra mile to make them stick a little bit more, because Yuna is getting some pretty cool conversions that don't do a whole lot of damage. It feels like it's just chipping away at Abby's life solo at this point. For example, that we saw the 214L previously in the corner instead of the heavy version, which, if the combo went all the way, I'm pretty sure it would have killed. That's a nice teleport. Again, we don't convert, sadly. And it feels like when you're playing this game of, chipping away at life totals, Fairy should be... Ooh, we blocked the TP. But yeah, Fairy should be maybe a little bit more favored, but it's not going Abby's way. Yuna's gonna run away with this round of the game. Feels like this 2U from Yuna has been
Shall we begin?
extremely effective
Yeah,
with last game.
Just kind of pressing it. I feel like. Oh no.
That should have been 6XL, guys. Come on.
I don't know. He should have been a 6XL.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. I'm not joking. Ooh, we get again the air trap. It's been the one that's really been getting the mileage of. Oh no. Feels like that was a misinput, but
Alright, let's see the ball combo. Alright, just goes to a GG, but then not even close.
yeah, that's one of those fake quote-unquote setups. Doesn't matter. We're gonna get the 2U into the lasso to kill.
Battle 2. Begin.
Yeah, so a lot of this kind of is something that gets a lot of players, even at the intermediate level, is you're doing your block string, you're on like -3, -4, whatever, you're practically safe, but you're not blocking low. Instead of just like slowly walking back and you're getting clipped by these low attacks. Okay, this GG setup again, I feel like it's the exact same thing that we saw previously, so you can walk out of it. But yeah, that's like a big thing that happens, I feel like, a lot on these levels, where you're blocking, but you're not blocking low. You don't really have to block high. There's no like overhead jump scare is going to really happen here.
Yeah.
So probably need to. I feel like it's both better to just block low to preserve space as well, right? Because a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, like, clips. Oh my god, these. Oh god,
We're
no.
spearing.
We are spearing. It's a good tool. It's a good tool for dealing with zoning.
Yeah. It's also. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to be a misinformation spreader here on whether or not it's actually around blockable or not. Okay, we're gonna get the GG conversion here.
Alright, into another
Okay,
GG. Blocks
yeah.
the high again, but it's not ready for the low right afterward. We're going for a third GG. We do not have a third GG setup. We are DPing.
Oh,
We are
we're
also
DPing
DPing.
again. Okay, this works. Are we gonna get a conversion? We get the Raging Strike, Raging Chain. Combo
No,
limits.
it was an air hit, therefore instantly went to combo limit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another thing. Like, when you get those air hits, the combo limit stacks up incredibly fast. So you need to be aware of that as a thing. You need to know when you're going for these basketball combos, when you
Yeah.
have to stop basically.
And the basic thing to understand about the game's combo system is that it's mostly counting air hits for
Yeah.
combo limit, which is why you see things like the egregious Lancelot and Seox combos, because their combos keep you on the ground for so long that it's not really contributing to combo limit, but like if they're in the air, you should perceive your combo limit is starting to go up quickly.
Yeah, again, this time we do get the 2-1-4-A from Yuna, but still does not get the conversion. Okay, that's a big counter hit. I think this
This
links?
this
No, it
drops,
doesn't. Yeah.
and are we just what are we gonna see? Go to the GG. I feel like could have just done basketball. Yeah, combo limit
Yeah,
starts.
probably.
Combo limit starts after the launch, which is why characters with restands like Narmaya and Lancelot in this game get a lot of value.
Yeah, it's maybe easier to think of it as like a launch limit instead of like
Yeah, it's
a
more
combo
like
limit.
a juggle limit.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not juggling, then it's not contributing to the combo. Also, auto combo adds a lot to combo limit.
Yeah, because mostly the second and the third hits are hits that like launch you slightly into the air,
Yeah.
right?
So I
Ooh,
think
we
it's
get the
just
overhead.
kind of getting gaps. They're kind of not blocking high on the safe jumps right now.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also about the fact that Abby has been capitalizing more on those stray hits the further the game has gone in. Like, again, we get the 2-1-4-H here, but honestly, going for the trap setup isn't what you want to be doing at this point, right? Like, your opponent is below 50. Yeah, it's going to be over. Like, I feel like we saw a decent amount of, like, cute setups, but not going the long way with the full damaging combos, unfortunately, from Yuna.
Yeah, I think not Yuna had like the right idea how to play neutral. Caught on pretty quickly to Abby's zoning habits, but it's like Furry as a character, you don't want to not get reward against, because
Yeah.
obviously you're trying to get in on her. Once you get on her, you want to get all you can out of the situation. So I feel like the main thing that cost you in the two things. One is just not blocking safe jumps. I mean, enemy guy in sky, please hold up. Please hold.
Yeah.
Please hold 4 if they are flying.
Yeah,
There's
so
such thing as a lower head.
after the Raging Strike on the corner, you can link the super raw, and it will do like slightly more damage, I think, if you press the button.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like you can press any button. It doesn't have to be jab. You could probably, yeah, you can definitely hit the close heavy as well, which is probably going to be your best option. I'm not familiar with the optimal Cagliostro combos, if I'm being honest, but yeah, if you're unsure whether your timing for connecting the super is going to be enough after you do the Raging Strike, just press any button. And if you're not sure if you're going to hit combo limit, just do 1 hit into the super. At that point, I don't think Yuna had to be aware of the combo limit at all, because it was just like an auto combo into a Raging Strike. Now we see a despicable matchup.
We are seeing a low end. Which
yeah.
means
Oh,
it's time
nice.
for the obligatory beginner bracket treatise on how to deal with this champion.
Yeah, this Lane champion. At the
He's
same time,
definitely
I must
not
say-
the meme he used to be, but he is also
yeah.
still a giant brick of knowledge checks that you have to pass before you can start interacting with him. And here goes the
Okay,
first
let's
one. HPA, let's see, does Ray no.
Okay,
Yes.
we doing? We're spodging?
Nice,
blocked all of it,
and
nice.
the punish, that is incredibly minus. You gotta donk Lane for that.
Honestly, though, taking no damage from it, I think it's enough.
You took like
for
one hit.
starters.
That's
Yeah,
a good start.
it's fine. This should kill. Okay, we have the combos, we have the optimals. Very nice. Honestly, all the stuff that Ravel has shown so far has been pretty nice. We saw that very nice, cheeky little reset on the corner combo with the command grab. I really love doing that myself on Belial.
Go
We
to
see
general.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm playing Belial.
No, do not go for regular parries. It does nothing for you. It doesn't block lows.
And the MDP to finish off the first round. Yeah, just as you have to like be aware of the silly Lane options, you absolutely need to be aware of the silly Belial options as well. Has a lot of let's say dishonest stuff that become much more manageable when you understand what's going on. So we're gonna have a character switch from
You're
Nova.
going to Vasaraga.
Okay. I can see it. At the same time, I feel like Lane, as you said before, he's not really a meme. He's not
No,
really
he's
a top
unironically
tier,
good now.
but I feel like he just has a pretty good, like, he doesn't really have any matchups from like, oh, Lane is terrible here, I feel like right now. So probably more of a character thing and less of a matchup thing.
Yeah, it's why we just decided to play Vasaraga. Once again,
Yeah, really liking those corner combos from Ravel. Doing the optimal 2M into the auto combo pickup. And the 6XL, very nice.
nice whip punish on the 6XH.
Oh, drops this.
Right. Fumbles the end of this time. But this no, fumbled the conversion twice. It happens.
Yeah, honestly, I also kind of... Oh, I don't like this one. But I really like the going for that throw. You're basically in a block string. Unless the Belial goes for a cheeky reset, you are just trying to exploit basically any drops or gaps. Something that you can be exploiting in the situations. Ooh, we're gonna drop
We
this
have
and get back
no
here,
escape.
unfortunately.
But
Ooh.
you really can't be going for that kind of meter fireball in this game.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it depends on the knockdown that you get. Like if it's after a
I mean, that was a
special.
back throw. That's definitely not real.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, let's see.
We got a combo extension. Does not pick up the ender, and did recover in that moment. He did recover in time.
Yeah, I love this combo though. I feel like the new mid-screen optimal uses the ultimate fireball. Honestly, Ravel just seems pretty much on with the character knowledge. Really like what they're showing so far.
He's
We will get
immediately
smoked by
armored.
that. Yeah. I I absolutely despise armor, but I'm not gonna talk about that. I just think it's a bad mechanic, honestly. Anyway,
It's cool.
yeah. So
Nice spot dodge.
ooh. Yeah, Belial's Fireball is also very strong against Vasaraga, right?
Helios
can-
Fireball is really strong.
It's very strong in general.
We did not
obviously,
need to
yeah.
qualify it with the against. But it is
Uh,
especially unpleasant for Vasaraga because of the follow-ups being multi-hit, meaning it can shred armor.
Yeah. And we've been getting a ton of the 6-6R conversions, just getting hit by that a lot, it feels like. Into the super confirm from the far age after the Raging Strike, very nice. Yeah, it just seems like Ravel just knows what they want to do,
Yeah.
has the combos down. Ooh, yep, there we go. The counter hits.
Yeah, I think Ravel very clearly has a. I mean, maybe that Ravel knows what they're looking for on
Shall we begin?
Belial. Just playing aggro, just keep it 6-6-0, just trying to get straight into Nerdel's face, get hit to command grab reset. I don't know, Vasaraga has been working out better for him, kind of getting more opportunities to get something going compared to Lorraine, which kind of just got ran over twice.
Doing great.
Yeah, so Luane, as you said, definitely a better character, but also has, very awkward conversions. So, like, actually capitalizing on what you want to do can be harder. Okay, we get into the Raging Strike. Yeah, that's the combo limit. Ooh, no.
I think that can't be punched with a 6-6-0. It always.
And the punish, yeah.
I apologize for down at 6-6-0. I thought maybe that jump would make it too late.
Yeah, but as you said, Noto has been a little bit more comfortable, but I would like to see them also be a little bit more patient. It feels like they're kind of swinging a lot at times where just being patient and waiting to see what your opponent is going to do would pay dividends, such as now. Very nicely done with the command throw to finish this round. On the board now.
Yep. So, yeah, I think Noto could probably afford to play a bit more carefully. Like right now, you're just kind of playing into Belial's game if you're just trying to get in his face because Belial just wants you to be there.
Yeah. Also, it feels like he's one of those characters that you really kind of have to leverage the Brave counter option against, right? Like, whether it's due to getting reset by the Fireball or by the MTP. Definitely not what you want to be holding the plus frames against.
That's the reason why we have a whole copy pasta about
this.
Belial's pressure. Nice
Oh,
safety
this
spot
punch.
dodge.
And this is going to be the round and set point now for Ravel.
Battle 3. Begin.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the another
Okay,
nice
very
spot dodge
ready.
into the punish. Yeah, Ravel's just been on it. Feels like. Oh, spot dodge.
He's been very consistently called by this reset. All right. Nice
Yeah.
away. Let's see. Can't get the. Oh no, didn't quite get the full conversions because of it. And that's gonna work.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't animate, unfortunate.
Yeah, which means that you don't get the trade of the BP, right? The bravery points.
Ooh.
You only get it back, but you don't get one from your opponent. Approaching ship very quickly, but this is going to be a big conversion, and we're
Right.
going to lose BP now on those sides. So now both of them are basically just one interaction away from death. Nodal does have the meter.
Nerdo does have the meter to close everything off. Let's see. This
Oh,
SSBA is not gonna
it's not
work.
going to work. Yeah.
Match is at an end.
Yeah, so 3-2 with Ravel. Yeah, I feel like Nodal definitely the character swap did help, but we also kind of needed to be a little bit more patient and start calling out those resets. Because when you get hit by it the first time, at that point you kind of have to start looking out for it, right?
Yeah, that was kind of like the main thing that worked. That for Nodo was that Raven was being so passive on defense, and Nodo was kind of starting to catch onto an exploit. And that was why I think the Vasaraga worked out, got to really abuse the passivity.
Yeah. At the same time, it felt like Ravel was also very much onto spodging, those tackles, not being very annoyed by the fireball either. So then, what is your avenue of like engaging with your opponent, right? As the Vasaraga, you kind of just have to be patient, armor up, and find your opponent's openings there. Did get a lot of mileage, I feel like, from the command throws, right?
Yeah.
So definitely like that, but definitely also have to be a little bit more reserved on throwing those SBAs reversals. I feel like, did we see any of the
No,
reversal command throws?
U. I didn't see any U, which is
Yeah,
It's
it's a really
reversal U skills aren't ideal, but
it's just an annoying option because it's unorthodox, right? And then once you start representing that, your opponent is sort of like forced to play around that, whether it is by starting to delay the pressure or starting to do, those jumps, which you can then sort of like exploit either by air throwing or maybe finding 2H gaps, right? So I can understand it not being like, oh, you feel like, oh, it's not like such a great option, so I don't really
it's
want
not
to use
ideal.
it.
But if you want out of the situation, which I mean, no one can blame you for what it ends of it to stop blocking Belial.
I feel like it's just very important to sort of like represent to your opponent that you're willing to do those things, because otherwise they're just going to end up being super comfortable with the way that they approach neutral, Oki, and offense, right? Which felt like was the case here.
Also, defensive supers in this game broadly aren't an ideal option because we saw it in the set. Ravel was ready. If close light pressure is fast enough that the super will be too slow and you can just spot dodge it, which is what Ravel did.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my main takeaway. I feel like Nerdle just needed to be a little bit more patient, maybe leverage meter usage on the use skills in general, because I feel like Vasaraga's use skills are just very strong, especially as a knowledge check, right? Has the armored tackle that leads to a full combo. It has some really nice conversions with the fireball, reversal, etc. So anyway, moving on. That's a bit of a change of pace, a different matchup here. You're against the Eustace. Eustace, I feel like, is less of the annoying sort of beast that Fairy can be at a beginner level. So we are
going to get a preamble out of the way. Zoning in GBVSR is not ideal at the moment.
Yeah,
it's not unviable, but 6XL really allows you to bully zoners from a further distance than a zoner would be happy to.
Also, I must say, I'm quite disappointed that the person that has Airsoft on the name is not the one playing Eustace and is playing Duo instead. But anyway, no
RC follow-up. That's just a loss. Okay, just to get this one thing out the way before Tuho gets upset. Do not do 214M. It is insanely punishable on block. You don't even get good reward. You're basically giving your opponent free hit if you 214M. Commit the EX skills or just don't back you up. This is super unfair with it. Okay, I guess. Maybe you dome them for it, but it's still generally not ideal.
Yeah, what you're saying is absolutely understandable, but it's also kind of you kind of do what works, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Yule is a menace against players who are not ready or don't know the correct counterplay to those sort of things. Oh,
I think this hits.
No.
Oh no, it does not. No, it does hit quite far, but the jumping works.
Yeah, catches the U fireball animation there. So far, it seems like we're kind of just sending it here on both sides.
This 214M is currently just absolutely domey cherry spaghetti, isn't it? There's no overhead option there's overhead or strike throw out of the back yip, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you block low, you can just punish that low. And especially if you're playing a zoner, you should be happy that you will just suddenly put herself far away from you. Nice frame trap. You can convert off that.
Yeah.
Did not get the conversion, but you can.
Okay, getting some space, but we don't want that. We go back in. Cherry spaghetti. Okay,
There
there's
we
a
go.
back
That's the punishable part, but was way too slow on the punish, and that's all just mashed. This is
does
parry
this get parried?
stack. Oh no, we dropped the parry, I think.
Yeah, there was a punish there, so maybe it's... actually, I'm not sure when exactly Yule stance becomes active as a counter hit. Oh, secret PS, let's go. Our turn now, into the throw. And we have the meter. Oh no, that hits!
I would just like to say,
Yay!
I played Air Sword in bracket. He took the first round off me by doing that.
Yeah.
I did wake up guard cancel, run up SSBA. It absolutely domed my poor guard cancel.
Listen, you have to respect it when it happens, at least the
I was
first
it
time.
happen, but also I would like to say, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Please do not choose to die in the case they do a guard cancel. This is punishable. This is punishable. No, you got it. Duho, you're in the chat. What's the frames on there?
Just have to go with the 2L there, and it's going to be fine.
You can at least. I'm 100%. You can at least light punish it.
Yeah. Okay, we're stopping that. Oh, but now getting the corner combo. Drops. Okay, we
It's
get the punish on the-
-7. Yeah, you can press a medium.
Yeah. I like this option that Spaghetti has been using with the 2 hits of auto combo into the command dash. But I feel like I don't know if they have earned the respect.
That's gonna work.
As he's giving. Yeah, there's the Vortex hit from the SSBA. Yeah, honestly, the name of the game here for both players is we're kind of sending it, but we're not also like getting those full conversions that would have ended the game when we managed to get those hits. Okay, we get the counter hits.
I wasn't punished, but hey, if it works.
We take those. Yeah, we take those.
No, drops the end of the conversion, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Let's get punished for dropping it, and so it's fine.
Yeah, we still got
Okay.
1 damage. Okay, 2L. I expect it.
6 RPS.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Let's see what the next
We are
Sig
out of
is.
here.
Okay, we DP out of these, but we get hits.
No, I think maybe wanted to punish, but accidentally charged a hit. Nice punish.
Oh,
Doesn't
nice.
get it. I don't think he's not converting of it. That's gonna work.
Oh no!
You are dead.
Yeah, this is absolutely going to kill. Damn. So that's violence, honestly.
Yeah, I think the main thing I'm gonna say for Cherry Spaghetti is you can chill. Zoning is ideal in this game, but also you're so used to it. You're not exactly going to run up and want to fist fight your opponent all the time. You can just play the zoning game. You can play a bit of the zoning game for a while. Just chip away at their health, catch what you can.
Yeah, like I like that they are willing to go for these offensive interactions, but it feels like they're not willing to actually, take it slowly, do more fireballs, full screens, start chipping away, and make your opponent like a little bit awkward, and force those jump ins so that you can then.
Nice, there we go. We finally got the punish.
Yeah, but like force your opponent to the air, then do the anti-airs. Uses love that. Oh.
No, fumbles yet. Wiz is
is
punishable by the
right.
SSBA. This is not punishable by the SSBA.
It's not. Ooh. Okay. We have
This
the
is
VP.
chip point.
We're on chip, yeah.
So this is definitely the time you want to just try to shoot the projectiles and just run some VPs.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works.
I mean, honestly,
It's an option to deal with people on chip point. I don't think that might not be chip. Oh my god.
Yeah, Spaghetti did press, but I'm pretty sure that they were on chip point regardless. So whether or not they pressed, they still would have died to this unless they sponged. Are we breaking out from the small gap there? Okay, we get the jump in. Now we get another, okay, not a big conversion, into the Raging Strike. BP will be spent.
Alright, there we go. Do we have a conversion here? We do not.
We almost had a conversion. Okay, listen, I want to see Spaghetti do a sick SSBA reversal, just to get into SS Wind here. Because
we have an SSBA, we have no
blocked?
press. We are just straight up SSBA. Please do a button into SSBA, it's better.
Yeah, I mean, I was very I was very afraid that this was actually not going to connect. Because obviously you're kind of like making the timing more tight for yourself when you do that. So definitely do the 4M or whatever button is going to act, doesn't really matter. Oh, we're not blocking though after the command dash. We have the blade text at least. Okay.
That might have been a sick RPS or a run-up fireball incident.
Yeah, honestly good.
Or I guess run-up Starlit Sky incident.
Ooh. Tries to go for the overhead there. He's going to get some late DT.
Yeah, also what Serious Bacon says, some supers are still gonna come out too slow to get the punish, which is why you just wanna button super.
We're starting to use the weapon of the enemy against them, I see. Okay, have to. I feel like Spaghetti just has to.
Nice jump scare to close it out.
But I feel like they just kind of have to start looking more into the air, because it feels like they've started forcing air surf into the air, but all those jump-ins have been either connecting or going unpunished. So once you start actually getting those 2Hs into those nice, actually it doesn't have to be like a big anti-air conversion, just like do the 2H into, I don't know, even a special or not a combo is going to be enough to start making your opponent be more scared of it, add more layers into your zoning. We're getting a lot of mileage from these jump scare lows. Ooh, we convert this? Okay.
Alright, didn't block the U fireball on Waco.
Yeah, still, I feel like the U fireball was a good choice there. Very close to chip. I think it was safe at that spacing.
Probably.
So, kind of a nice option there. Like what you're being shown here. Okay, great. Oh, to the low, please. Okay, so RPS fails. Get a small conversion.
We are not doing a sick RPS.
Again,
there's the punish.
Ooh, nice.
God.
Oh.
Please remember to do the Raging Chain follow-up. Will you block this? We do not block this. You've got a spot dodge. You were dashing.
Yeah, we as I said, we're using the weapons of the enemy now. The versus SBAs, whatnot.
But yeah, there's a general reminder: you cannot dash block in this game. You cannot block straight out of a dash. If someone tries to do something like that, you've got to spot dodge it.
Yeah, which is also
bringing it
kind
back.
of like the quote-unquote weakness of 6XL. If we really want to try and put one there, right? That you are committed to that dash option.
Ooh, hold on, we got to. Oh no, didn't get the full conversion.
Almost, yeah.
It's fine.
We did see a glimpse of
back
greatness.
road.
Yeah. Okay, 6XH should be punishable. We don't get the punish though. One thing that I feel like would help Urshift a lot more is when they get those corner combos, they don't have the close light into close heavy conversion lab, it feels like, which would get them a lot more mileage. It's one of the things I feel like it kind of really helped this game really helped Yul when she gets those conversions right, where she actually can do damage. Back in base, it was a bit of a myth. Yul damage was a bit of a myth, wasn't it?
Yeah, again, maybe some restoration required.
Yeah. Unless you got those like sick 2Hs. Ooh, we block that. Yeah, it feels like Spaghetti has been very good at adapting to.
Yeah, it's very, and that should be blocked. We're gonna do a nice simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works, but I would like to reiterate: please button into super.
Yeah, it will do the job.
Way better.
Yeah, it will do the job, but like if it didn't, it would have been kind of sad, honestly. Other nice adaptations coming in, started respecting all those reversals, respecting the sick RPS, and Spaghetti is going to do the reverse 3-0, the reverse sweep. So some nice adaptation there. Like I said, it feels like both players just ended up getting those hits that would lead to some big conversion, but we're not converting it. Obviously something that is fairly easy to work on, you know, just lab your combos a bit better, and you will be there in no time.
Also, mirroring
yeah,
what
I like
Lober
that.
said in chat, button into the super after one hit is unscaled. So just do button into super. It's consistent.
also-
It works. It's more damage, The super is same damage either way, but now you have a button of damage. Wow.
And remember that, unfortunately, a lot of times it's going to be optimal to not even do button into super, and instead do button into raging chain, into heavy, into raging chain, into heavy, into raging chain. It is more damage in a lot of situations.
He's
actually.
a combo visionary.
Yeah, I don't really like that. Like, I think I like raging
It's
chain.
one of the things that I really want changed about Rising
Yeah.
is how strong the raging chain dump is. Like, I
Yeah.
guess it's better than beta 1 and then beta 2 raging mad strike dump.
Like, if it was limited to 1 and it was just like a slightly better rush in a lot of situations, that would be pretty nice.
That would
But
be
right
ideal.
now, it's a bit too much on a lot of situations.
We got too many combo visionaries. Like, it
Yeah.
only feels bad now. Anyways, Sheep versus Dargon.
Yeah,
So-
let's see.
So we kind of got to see how they're going to play with her. So in a vacuum, this is probably going to be a match which involves a lot of that. Elf Dragons being thrown at Sheep and Sheep being thrown at Elf Dragons.
Yeah, plus a lot of, I feel like, dash attacks from both characters. They have both nice 6XLs. Zoe has the obnoxious 6XH with the armor.
Yeah, right now my first phase is going to say, this is not plus. You cannot be letting Anela just extend her turn like that.
Yeah, I understand why people end up like respecting that, because it looks plus, but it's about, like, again, a case of, you know.
Nice.
Oh, we got the conversion.
Ooh, we don't got the full conversion. We got
Okay.
no escape.
Yeah, we see the 2 though. That's a good start.
Nice,
that's a
nice,
nice
nice. U-Sheep
That's
is
not
strong, but if you're not if you're like not doing anything, you can't jump over it, and the dragon is
Jumpster.
stronger than the sheep.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge dragon. Gets the whole
You have
screen.
dragon versus 3 sheep. It's not really a
It's-
contest.
Yeah,
It's also on air unblockable.
yeah. One of the things that I had to learn very quickly playing against Zoe in this game, you don't jump once she has meter. It's not a good idea.
It's not ideal. She's really good at exploding for jumping. You kind of want to do the sick round-based footsies.
Yeah.
TM. Yeah, there we go. We're challenging now.
Alright,
Not letting
stick to them.
Luga just do minus frames into more minus frames.
We really need to be converting those hits though into the heavy specials.
Once again,
Okay, get a conversion. What's it gonna be now?
alright, we're doing a setup. Oh, nice
Ooh,
TP.
okay, yeah.
We just say no to setups.
Yeah, understandable. Obviously, this is like kind of the layer 1 of this. Okay, this is minus, no punish. We do block low though, I like that. We don't get smoked by the
I don't think that's. I think, yeah, El Dragon
Yeah.
recovers really fast, but does not convert the hit. You can just do RSRC. It's a harm-free crime. If RSRC is a lot of damage, if it kills, just do it.
yeah.
And just get thrown by
As a
you
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah, you have to spodge that at this point, right? Because you're just going to not only give Zoe the full dragon meter, which is then going to be used to oppress you into chip with Old Dragon, but at the same time, you know, chip damage and everything. Regardless, we do get hit. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's the kind of play for that, right? Go low. And Anila has that very nice low option. Okay, we're mixing it the heavy dragon now. I like that.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of seeing Scarvio just flatly win the sheep v dragon zoning game. So I'm gonna see Luga try to get a bit more aggressive, a bit more actively contesting Scarvio's space.
Yeah, I understand the.
Oh my
the
god,
use-
just
Oh,
mashed on minus.
basketball?
We're not
basketball.
ball. No, I didn't have them here to go ball in. But still, good position. You're backed up against the corner.
Oh, no punish. Yeah, you kind of like have to be ready, especially when your opponent has shown you that they're willing to go for these minus frame traps to sort of like be ready, get the punish. Okay, Zoe still has meter. We can't get this thing. Yeah, we have to anti it.
It's something that's. I mean, it is pretty flat, so I can understand not being ready to anti-air it, but if you're not ready to anti-air it, then you're giving Zoe just wins neutral for free.
Yeah, you basically just have to choose what you want to do against that. Like either you're gonna go for Yantia, or you're just going to basically concede your turn, maybe use the brave counter.
Oh my
we get the
God.
conversion. No, we don't.
We do not
Almost.
convert here. Once again. I mean, these sheep rides are just not working. That's,
that's
punishable.
minus. Oh, not a bit punish though.
Alright, this time U-sheep works out way too far to get the 6XL pickup.
Yeah, basically just reset back from. Ooh, we press against those plus frames. We stroke out the. I mean, yeah, I can see it. Perhaps.
Nice! This should be.
Go to BC. Yeah.
And keeps it simple. Just go BC.
Yeah, I like it. Going for the very safe conversion there. Because honestly, we haven't seen the most effective on conversions on both sides. So going for that very safe, very definite conversion there. Definitely, I'm a fan of that.
I'm not sure what Scorpio is doing after the H fly against the H helicopter, but you should not be getting counter hit like that.
I mean,
maybe
I guess
reading a heavy button after it's not that plus.
I feel like maybe going for the run-up throw, right? Just trying to strike through off of the plus frames.
Yeah, that would also make sense.
Is something that I would do definitely, so I can see that. Okay, we
Nice
got the
punish.
helicopter.
Can Zoe kill here? We're going to another setup.
Setup?
Let's see. And
Okay,
once
BC.
again, we are not getting set up on. That's
Yeah.
good though. When you're at this kind of health, does the damage increase from the BP really matter? You might as well guard cancel at this point.
Yeah, you're kind of like at this life settle where as long as you're confident that you can actually spodge the Raging Strike, you might as well just use all of your points into BC, right? Just reset back to neutral, do a little bit of chip damage, get those hard knockdowns. Unfortunately, we do not spot that one.
We do not spot. I've been tried to react with a DP or with just DPing, but I think it might have been an LDP, which
Yeah, I
not
think so.
involved. You're dead.
It could have been one of the involved DPs as well. I'm not sure.
I didn't see the
Yeah,
involved
all of
pop up,
it.
so I'm going to presume it was LDP.
But also, I feel like the range was very far at that point, where the Raging Strike would connect, but the DP, even one of the invulnerable ones, might have missed. And we
I'm
would be-
going to put Flopper Edge. He says MDP would have reached there.
Okay.
He's the sheep here. Alright,
Yep.
there's the setup. What's it going to be? We are
yeah.
out of here.
Listen, I absolutely respect this. You don't
Oh, I think
want
it's a
to
good
be.
idea.
Oh no. Yeah, you don't want to be dealing with the mix-up. You have a button that says no mix-ups.
You cannot get mixed without. They cannot mix you without your explicit consent. This is important to remember.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't really be trying to counter zone Zoe when the drag is literally on top of you because that H or M or H drag is just instantly coming out and you will be dead. Alright,
Yeah.
good round two for Luca. Let's see. Nice frame trap.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these ultimate shoots that happening, but I understand the concept. So, you know, if you just don't want to deal with having to actually engage into any sort of neutral or dash attack war, it's a good option. Just forces your opponent to basically hold it a little bit, or maybe go into the air. We haven't seen Scarf here going to the air yet, so probably just going to be holding it. Okay, we're minus. Punish. It's kind of hard to punish, I must admit, the 668, because even though it's very minus, the spacing...
It can be very spaced out.
Yeah, it can be very awkward for some characters to punish it.
I don't know whether HTP is plus or that is my question. I think there was like yesterday that Scorpio's being greedy with plus frame instead of doing an L to frame trap a challenge after it, and Lucas just challenging every time and it's working out.
Griffin VRS. Yeah, right now we're also in a big deficit of BP.
But we do have an SSBA on deck. I don't think that punish is.
No, I don't
Eldragon is
think.
really fast. Eldragon is way
Yeah.
too fast for that to work.
Rain chain, yep. Just keep it simple. End it quickly.
Battle 3.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Definitely not something that you can really do against Zoe. I can see it probably maybe something that you've done against other fireballs and it works. So you're like, okay, this is a fireball, so it's probably going to work, but it doesn't really. And it's just kind of been the name of the game, Eldragon, right? Okay, do we get the conversion? Yes, we do.
Nice. Let's see. We are go. I think
Oh, combo limit, combo limit.
that's a combo limit, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we are not blocking a wake up, but we do not convert a hit.
Yeah, so the 66H is a launcher, so it adds up to your combo limit quite quickly. If you want to go into the super, you can be using the Raging Strike there in that sequence. Okay, we're BCing, I like it.
Nice TP.
We have the full meter on
Oh
Zoe.
no!
Ooh!
Tries a TK2 to you. Not sure what the goal was there, but
Oh, the
we
back
have this
throw!
back throw and we fumble our wake up in, but unfortunate. I mean,
Yeah.
Luca was starting to get into the swing of things. Kind of like the first two games, they were just getting overran by the Zoe layer 1 of L Dragon and H Helicopter. Once they started to get that swing of things, it started to go better, but very unfortunate end up.
Yeah, and it feels like even though the final games went to Scarfio, they also were like very close in terms of life totals, which is again, both a case of not getting those optimal conversions. At the same time, Anila does have this issue, right? She runs into issue with converting, which is why a lot of Anila players just send the raging chains very quickly and very frequently. But yeah, it felt like L Dragon was the name of the game here, basically. Just ended up having way more leverage than. I mean, not that it should be, because it's obviously a very, very strong option. It's just that the opposition felt either unwilling or uncomfortable with dealing with that, unfortunately. So 3-0 to Scarfio. Did show some nice stuff there. We did see some sick H helicopter RPS options being cycled.
I mean, it was good. I mean, the H helicopter usage was good. You might as well use it if they're not retantia. The only thing I'll say for Scarfio is it looked like they were trying too hard to abuse their plus frames. Like, Luca was just pressing on plus frames and got away with it because it looked like they were either greeting with a heavier counter or trying to throw.
Certainly.
Like, you've got to establish that I have plus frames here and just press a light or a medium. It's lower reward, but it makes them, respect your plus frames. You got to make them, you got to make them realize you have plus frames.
Yeah, and when you are in the first 2-3, you have more time to establish, your habits and then try to play around that with your opponents. Like, it's not the super quick first 2 where identifying each player's play patterns is a little bit harder, right? So might as well use that extra time and rounds that you have to your advantage. At the same time, yeah, I would like to see Scarfio leverage the M Dragon a little bit more, or like at all, honestly, because we didn't see, I feel like, any of it.
Not really. Kind of just just a lot of L Dragons to deny to kind of check Luca's sheep and then just H Dragon in.
Yeah, but I feel like it's such a strong option as a frame trap in the corner, right? You get like those huge damaging combos with the dust loops.
Yeah.
Very nice to see and very effective, right? So definitely something to watch out for. I feel like if you're an aspiring Zoe player, Zoe enjoyer, is one of those tools that effectively got buffed as well, right? Like, it was changed from base and basically has like kind of a different function with a different startup, and the H Dragon being only one beam, but their effective use has been, I feel like, slightly buffed as far as I understand the Zoe matchup, at least. Now we're gonna have some heap on heap
we are yipping.
Yeah.
Chat, it is in fact the yipping.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of yips. Makes sense. Quite a popular character. Fairly easy to go through. Honestly, slightly harder, I would say, in Rising. Has a decent amount more nuance. No? Would you not say?
I'm not saying.
Understandable.
Say.
Understandable.
Shall we begin?
But I feel like she does have, more like interesting tools and better combos now. Also, it feels like the Fox Flame in as a frame trap has been a much stronger option in Rising, which I like. Now, I feel like I played against Howl in Ranked a couple of days ago when I wasn't far. Because, yeah, both of the sequences that have been happening and the choice of color with weapon is reminding me of something. So let's see if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was kind of just cycled backflip and Fox Flame over and over. And it is scary. That one is a frame trap, the other one is kind of a brutal launcher, but nice check. Everything was just backflip away all the time, right?
Yeah, if you don't have like a solid plan against the backflips, you can feel very oppressive. Okay, let's see. We got the CL combos, okay. Into the Raging Strike. Don't cash out.
It's not blocked low, but gets back thrown implemented. We are just supering that.
It hits.
Actually works somehow.
Yeah, it's a counter hit.
Yeah, it's a hell press. Yeah.
It's the second time that we see the super being used against the stance you and working. This is not right, guys. You don't want to be doing that.
This is not
should not
normally.
work. Yes. So now we get the DP. Okay. Into the strike throw. We're in the corner now.
Alright, we're just out of here.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the BC against the solid sky there, but I understand why.
It's a guaranteed BC. If you want out the pressure,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
exactly.
special counter is what you're looking for.
Like, yeah, it's not like it's a plus or anything, but I guess if you really want to reset back to neutral, that's your option. Okay, we're on 1 BP now, very low health, on a deficit on meter. Let's see what we can do with that Resco. Goes for the strike throw, gets tagged.
Gets clipped.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I am correct in feeling like I've played against Hao before, and that's what I remember, that they really like to leverage the back yips, which I think again understandable.
It's a strong option until they know what they're doing.
Yeah, like I mean, there is no reason for you to not use it unless your opponent showcases that they are actually comfortable with dealing with it. Honestly. Now we're seeing a lot of conversion into the stands. Now, I guess, yeah, your, aside from the far light, doesn't really have the best options in lows, I guess.
That's sweeping bad.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's definitely not bad. Okay, DP into DP. I see that. Oh, we're just ending reversals, yeah. We definitely don't want to hold back.
Alright. Nice patience. And get clipped by the back, yep.
Yeah, into the conversion.
I to reiterate, first thing to say about dealing with backflip is block low. There is no overhead option here. You should not be standing.
Yeah, and then that's basically like your layer 1 with dealing with it, right? Like first block it, and then once comfortable with that, start structuring your counter offense, whether this is like a 6XL. Some characters have far lights that can absolutely stroke the backflip.
Yeah, chasing backflip with 6XL is generally a good option. UL can't really stop you for chasing a backflip with 6XL. Like, she can hold stance and parry it, but it's like that damage is so little. You will get it would take so many parries to be equal to the damage you get if you 6XL it.
Yeah, it's basically like
you are dead, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely dead. It's basically like a risk reward thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Basically, if you're ready to always 6XL it, the worst thing that can happen is that you get, as long as you do it properly in terms of timing, right? The worst thing that can happen is you get hit by the counter, the counter stance rather. Oh, the double Fox Flame.
Yeah, once again, not blocking, no. Like,
yeah,
it's just hold free. Like, before anything else, just hold free against backflip. He's only getting real reward if that low hits. Ooh, nice. We got a crouching confirm.
Oh, Fox Flame, yeah.
We've got a crouching confirm.
Into the super, very nice. That was optimal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty that's optimal.
Big
Two guys can chime in if it's optimal or not.
Yeah, I feel like this is, one of those matchups where we're kind of approaching the Aparaculon of beginner player combo structure, but at the same time we're kind of like fumbling other small interactions. But it's very nice to see that both players know their combo structure, understand, it feels like the close lights into close heavy conversions in the corner. They have the meaty setups for the stance after the corner combo. Oh, just as I say this, we see the non-link there.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good that both characters, both these players have at minimum labbed what their character can do. But
Yeah, we clip that.
But they're both basically doming each other with the UL knowledge checks and how it's coming out on top of it. And it can feel overwhelming, UL's knowledge check. Took me a long time to get used to them. Nice frame trap, doesn't convert off it though.
Yeah. And I feel like you have to be ready to get that conversion because it feels like this frame trap is just much more effective in this game compared to what it was, right? Both players are also very unwilling to actually play the defense, as we've seen both with the DPs. Ooh, we dodge that, but don't punish!
Dodge that, but we are sprinting out of here.
We are running. But yeah, like a lot of DPs, a lot of BCs. Oh, that's not a reversal. It works anyway.
Hey, if it works. That's not gonna convert.
Yeah,
so we block. We did not.
Don't kill. Yeah, this could have actually killed with the raging chains there, right? This is basically what, like, when your opponent is like kind of low and has that, gives you the opportunity to get like a punish, but you're not confident in. Just button, raging strike, raging chain, heavy, basketball.
That's one thing. Let's say university. If your RSRC combo can kill, just do it.
Yeah.
It's honestly sometimes more damage than doing an SBA, and it's it's fumble proof. It's just button RSRC, button RSRC, button RSRC, and that's like 5k.
Yeah, very easy, very effective. It's basically like just I really want to kill my opponent, and I'm not sure if anything else is going to work, but this does.
You must become a combo visionary.
Yeah, you must channel your inner light, Yagami.
Anyways, it's time for the eternal question of do they know?
Do they know, chat?
Samu has been in beginner bracket before and has played against this Lil champion before. What has Samu learned from these encounters?
Must commend the absolutely incredible tag of Big Lil Fun 7000. Oh, we blocked the DP word on punish, sadly. Oh, we're pressing. Ooh, the 5U.
Right.
At the same time, just as Lil is, the knowledge check champion, Charlotta is kind of like the do you know how to press 2H character, isn't she?
Right now we're seeing the first thing to say, do not try to fight HPA. What you want, you just want, when you play against HPA, the basic thing to do is, we do not guard cancel.
Yeah.
But yeah, the basic thing to do is, you want to just hold your guard button and spot dodge the low. That's like the basic way to do it. That's the consistent way.
The game also has a pretty robust tutorial on character counterplay, I feel like. And it does have this specific scenario where it just instructs you to hold the guard button and spodge the low option specifically.
If you want to specifically practice, one way you can practice against Lil Wayne supers is to just give an insane AI unlimited meter in trading mode and they'll just do it. Oh, hold on. Samu's a combo visionary.
Yeah, but this is not final to kill. Frame 1 invulnerability.
Iggy. Let's see what the Samu know. You cannot kill Lil Wayne during Iggy, first of all.
Yeah, you
can. Is unblockable. You are getting absolutely banged up.
Yeah, you can put them to chip, but you can't actually kill.
Yeah, you can't kill the Iggy.
Unfortunate. But yeah, you don't even have to set up, like, do a recording or anything. The game basically already has a pre-made training session against HPA specifically. So, yeah, if you want to do that, to learn that, I think that's a pretty good way to start. Obviously, it's different when you're in a match, but that's the first step, right?
I mean, there's a lot of things. There's like things Lil Waynes can do. Like, good Lil Waynes will do the spot dodge to try to bait you Twitch reacting to something.
Oh, the 6H.
But on the basic level, you just want to be ready to hold your guard button and spot dodge. Nice command grab.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm looking out for, and it doesn't feel like Samu is doing, is basically getting those. Ooh, I'm pretty sure.
You are absolutely eating this.
So this is gonna put you very close to death.
Yeah, I mean,
basically one
another
interaction.
combo would kill.
Oh.
Does it not
doesn't know.
The second part of Luane's U parry is a low. Please block low before you hit him.
Yeah.
I actually got domed by that so much when I first started playing as Luane.
But yeah, it feels like Samu has not been very much keen on using the EX cooldowns in pressure. It's one of the things that is very annoying when you're starting to play against Charlotte, I feel like. She has very robust pressure, basically, with those EX cooldowns. Do we kill?
Cannot kill. Probably need to suspend the U.
Let's see how we fare against Iggy this time.
Alright.
Okay, we jump it.
I mean, if you have the one thing I'll say, if you have the health to spare, just focus on slowly spot dodging the
Okay,
lava. Like nothing else, as long as you can spot the lava, nothing can really hit you.
Yeah.
So just if you have the health to spare, you can take shit out. You don't need to play a perfect Iggy, right? Because if Luane has Iggy, then he's near death anyway.
Yeah.
So try not to like try too hard to play a perfect Iggy. Just survive Iggy. That should be your goal.
Yeah, because
At
as you
least you won't
said,
get him robbed.
if you survive it, there's a very big chance that you're basically going to win the round afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing the demon flips.
All right.
We're
the
not very keen on
HBA.
answering. Like, oh, it hits. That's a decent amount of chunk of damage there from tuning ton. We hit right in the face. Okay, this is unblockable. It's going to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the more annoying supers to deal with, honestly. Very big, air unblockable, pushes you back, kind of hard to spot dodge. So very hard to punish at times. Really like the U wheel there. Just leverage a lot of spacing to get some health back with the 5U. Okay, there's the Charlotte
Nice
pressure. Ooh,
parry.
nice. Yeah, and just
Did
a
not block low
okay.
again, and did not block
Good
cross up
exchange.
again.
Yeah, cross up and overhead, right?
Cross up's
But-
on. I don't think it's overhead, no. I'm pretty sure it's a mid.
Let me go check. I should know that. As a certified Luane hater, I should.
I swear it's a
know.
mid. Chat, is it a mid? Flopperich, you're a genius. Is it a mid?
I'm just gonna check real quick.
Lober says it's a mid, it's a mid.
It is a mid, yeah. So he has the cross up, the low, and the 6XL on the dash attacks.
Yeah, 6XL!
Okay. Oh, we don't convert over that. Yeah, it just feels like, again, we need to be a little more keen and open to actually using our cooldowns, especially the sumo slap.
I'm going to invoke the authority of Lord Kayane Club Champ, who says, if you have a cooldown, you're supposed to use it.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you saving the cooldown for if you're not using it?
yeah, basically. Okay,
Like,
get the Oki.
compared to like saving like meter in a Street Fighter game, you could just spend it. You have it. Don't hoard it for a rainy day.
Yeah, like I can understand that sometimes it. Okay, this is absolutely going to kill, by the way.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Yeah, your game plan gets altered when some of your cooldowns are down. But for Charlotte especially, like, what change you get in your game plan if you don't have like EX slap, right? Like, it's just going to be used for pressure and combos. So might as well be using that very safe to then lead into the far medium RPS that can happen.
Oh,
right?
no, it is. Nice. And tries to chant on the plus frames. You're going to...
Oh, no.
No, the ball.
Into the corner now. The good thing is that now Luane does not have the meter to do one of those very annoying knowledge check supers, and is going to spend more for the EX awesome sauce. Ultimate awesome sauce, rather.
That is one awesome sauce. Oh my god,
yeah, we got the setups.
Yes,
Let's go.
What?
Into the 555U. All of them are health. We're pretty healthy now.
And
Into
6XL
the
to
parry. Yeah. That was a very nice sequence there. Kind of like the optimal, right?
Yeah,
from
that's
Snington.
pretty sure that's basically optimal there.
Very nice to see. Oh, we're both parrying there. Okay, empty jump throw. I like that. Yeah, the other thing about Luane that's super annoying is his 2U, isn't it? Just a very annoying low op.
Even in the base game, it was like the one thing, yeah, that was unironically good.
Ooh, drop that!
But it's not punished for it because he went to HBA.
Maybe
Let
block
me
that.
see.
Yeah, we're not sponging,
Ooh.
but we're actually blocking correctly.
Nice.
Very
This is
nice.
punchable.
No,
Was too slow.
Sicarius. Yeah.
I mean, if you're punchable there, you might as well mash a reversal and see if it catches, then being slow
Yeah,
enough on it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And now...
I'm a big fan of basically using my EXDP, and if it gets blocked, just mashing my UDP afterwards. Who knows what happens?
He's a masher. Anyways,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the big Lorraine fan 7000 takes it.
Yeah, Tunnington definitely was very comfortable. I feel like with a lot of the cheeky Lorraine setups, did show us that very nice coast to coast U catbot as well. Leveraged the ultimate skills that I think are very, very strong, and definitely when you're getting into Lorraine is what you have to kind of be looking out for right now. I don't know if you agree, but I feel like the bro ball, whatever you want to call
Wheel.
it, yeah, is such an incredible option as well. Yeah.
I mean, you Rose is probably a contender for the best U skill in the entire game.
Yeah. So yeah, nice stuff from Tunnington. Samu, I feel like they did have the general idea of what they wanted to do down, but just sort of ended up being just slightly off, maybe not getting those conversions as they would have wanted. And I would definitely like to see a little bit more of the cooldown cycling there with Charlotta specifically, right? The classic block string that you do going into the EX slap, the 2 for H, and then you can basically link an FM, but it's kind of like starts to create this sort of like RPS situations where both you and your opponent have different options going after that, which creates, I feel like, a decent amount of nuance specifically in the Charlotta matchups. But when you don't show that option, and your opponent like only kind of has to worry about the demon flip rather and the ball, it just becomes so much easier for them, right? And I feel like it's one of the things that you really have to take advantage of in this game, the mental stack, right? You have brave counters, 6XLs, far lights, raging strikes, all of that. Everything needs sort of like a different reaction to it and a different option to be picked. So when you minimize your options, it becomes much easier for your opponent to not get mental stacked and just be much more comfortable with traversing the matchup. And I feel like you really have to leverage, just showing a lot of options and being willing to also use options that might have failed, right? Just because your DP got blocked once doesn't mean that you have to stop DPing altogether, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is it for the stream matches for round 4, isn't it? We did see 2 of them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It was Samu and Tunnington, and yeah, and we saw the UO violence as well. So we're waiting for the last match of round 4 to be finished and submitted to move on to the next one. 2 more rounds in the bracket.
Chat, question time, since we gotta kill some time.
While this happens, let me go check the standings as well.
He's gonna check the standings.
Alright, so we have 2 people at 4-0 currently. Howl and Scarfian. We saw Howl already on stream. And Scarfian, right? So both of them, I'm pretty sure. And then it's Devil, Shiranui, Tunnington, Kamikiri, Stefan, Abby, and Luca on 3-1. So still have room for upsets and whatnot. I guess we're going to very likely be seeing Scarfian versus Howl in the near future. So which is going to be Zoe versus Yuo. That's going to be a bit awkward.
What can you do better on UL instead of DP or SSBA? Well, I mean, you got the first question. You can chill with the DP and SSBAs. Like, it's funny, it's cool, and it works, but you're kind of giving your life. You kind of just give your life sometimes.
Yeah. So to touch up a little bit on that, I feel like presenting a lot of different options being willing to, go for your plus frames, go for your strike through off of that, and leveraging all those different options, maybe even incorporating the raging chain into block strings. This is something that I feel like players in Japan use a lot. And building up that mental stack is a big strength of Yule in this game. Because while she got, new tools, everyone else also kind of got those tools in a way. So you have to be ready to show that you're willing to commit to different options to make your opponent uncomfortable with fighting against you all. At the same time, if you really want to reset back to neutral, as Anisha, I can't really read I need new glasses, said in the chat, Brave Counter is an absolutely stellar option. Yes, it can be baited out, so it does carry an inherent risk. But
It carries the least risk.
It's a very small risk
You have
in
to
the sense of
basically
how
hard
effective
call
it is.
it out.
Yeah, it's just super effective. On counter hit, it's a hard knockdown. You can literally get a safe jump after that. So yeah.
So yeah, check the dust loops.
Oh, absolutely. If you haven't, this goes out for anyone. Dust loop, an amazing resource. Yes, some of the times it's not going to be perfect, but still, we have all the frame data there. Some good comments, some maybe questionable, some pages, but we don't talk about that. And then just look at high level replays. We have a lot of channels doing that. I'm not going to talk about the discourse regarding that, but it's there. It's a resource. You can look at replays of your character from top players, and just look at how they're traversing. The neutral, offense, defense, and all of that, matchups, anything. Oh, Jack Fuzi is asking, what's your bubble tea order?
I don't drink bubble tea.
Yeah, there you go. Will 2B be overtuned or untuned? I'm assuming 2B is going to be overtuned.
I'm going to presume overtuned.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard release 2B in Soul Calibur was a menace.
Yeah,
I'm going to presume the same.
You definitely want to sell a 2 billion amount of DLCs, so...
He's going to have a 6XL.
Yeah, absolutely. How much wood does the woodchucker chuck when the woodchucker chucks wood? A lot.
A reasonable. Depends on how much wood is 6XLing.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, no. What if I don't want to block UBC?
UBC.
Is there a way you can learn this of watching replays? Oh yeah, Dust Loop, we talked about that. I also don't drink bubble tea. It's not very available in Greece, honestly. And on the places that has bubble tea, it's super overpriced. So I just make my own coffee, which I drink without sugar. Who's getting streamed next? We do not know.
DNF Jewel.
Yeah, it is. Someone from DNF Jewel is next, always.
DNF Jewel, who's next?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream that you had your you could you want you could do so you'll do you could you want them to do so much you could do anything. That's how I learned I was bisexual.
Oh.
How do I ban this fairy hero? Pretty OP 6XL.
Yeah. Or just play Lucilius. It's very fun playing Lucilius against fairy. Not for the fairy player. I don't think so.
I think we have games. We have who's next.
Ooh.
I have a guess on who this guy plays. I think this guy means Beatrix.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So obviously it's going to be a Vayne opponent on the other side. Alright, so we have this is going to be Ballad and Sirius Bacon and Vilkix and the Mau Mau 2, 4, 3. These are going to be the streamed matches for round 5. Ooh. Hey, that's a Lucilius. Lovely.
That is a Lucilius.
I can talk about Lucilius now. I've been training for this moment for the past 10 days.
Do it to you.
No, like, okay, yes, but also, I don't know. Ranked monsters are just always ready against 2-2U. It just never works.
I think because ranked Lucy Sloppers just all actually only do
Yeah.
TP, so people are just kind of used to
Yeah,
it.
they are ready. Yeah. I really liked what Xena was doing with Lucilius on the ballroom.
I don't like what Zeno is doing because he beats me up. He's very mean.
Yeah, he just goes around from game to game beating people up. That's not cool. Just let people not get beat up.
I think it's very. I think it's unfair that Xeno guy can be good at that many games.
Lucilius versus.
We've got Lucifer versus Anthony versus.
All right. So I would, man. I really wanted to have the ability to see Lucilius and talk about matchups, but as I said before, I feel like those fair quote unquote characters are like my Sisyphus matchups in Rising. I have no idea how I should feel about the grand matchup. Like I feel like in theory,
I feel like you should be. I feel like Lucy should be able to just bully him with buttons.
yeah. I feel like that's how I feel as well. But then I play against Granthony Fantano 42069 and just get smoked.
Why are you being so mean to Tatsu?
No. Tatsu is just Granthony Fantano. No 42069. Okay, so we sadly dropped the combo on the M Phosphorus there. It's fine. We're not really cycling our cooldowns is the first thing I'm going to see that I don't really like. I like that frame trap between the two. It's not really a frame trap, the reset rather, between the second hit of the auto combo. Sadly, haven't been really converting off of these. Okay, there's this Carriot. This is going to kill.
Battle 2.
But yeah, Lucius obviously just has a lot of oppressive, it feels like, mid-range buttons. Okay, let's see the conversion here. H1 for H? No, we don't have meter to do that setup.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like the use of the the teleport rather, the on-off key after your first hit to just kind of like sniff out a lot of options. It's not going to work against Grand's DP specifically though. It works against Sam DPs, not Grand's. This is not going to connect.
Yeah, just block and punish. Yeah. No, did not punish.
It's a bit hard to punish actually. I'm not sure what you could press at that range.
Surely at least a far medium.
Yeah, or 6XL very quickly.
Yeah.
Speaking of punishes, Lucilius has, I feel like, the easiest to punish DP in the game. So you should absolutely learn to do that. You can actually just wait 6XL and get your full like conversion off of that. Speaking of 6XL, there's a 6XL in the corner now. Fireball, no 2M. That's the combo limit. Yeah. Lucilius, you really have to kind of like play around with him and understand combo limits because he builds up the juggles very quickly. Yeah, Mamao just feels like they're very uncomfortable with dealing with Lucilius here. Just getting hit by a lot of buttons. Not sure when to press. If you're unsure on when to press and you're already like getting hit, I'm a big proponent of the DP. Just send it and see what sticks. Okay, win the BP war now from Mao Mao. Would like to see a little bit more of cooldown cycling on the other side though to just build up those stacks. It's a bit weird because I was thinking about it the other day. Lucilius, okay, this is very punishable. You absolutely can get a full punish here. Not sure what the play was there. We just do
probably
a rage
tried to
strike.
autopilot RSRC didn't notice.
Very possible.
Will this work? Let's find out. Yes,
It
catches
does.
Jesus kick.
Yep. So first round here to Mao Mao on the
Yeah, one
board.
thing I'm gonna say I've noticed is Mao Mao's doing a lot of 12 staggers. That is base GB versus gameplay.
Yeah.
You do not stagger with 2Ls anymore.
Yeah, this is a privilege given only to the finest of characters, aka Belial, with his 2M being a plus
That was
one.
I mean, Grind staggers with 2M as well. He has a nice 2M.
True, plus one as well, but it's not a low. So we have
sorry.
the 6 kill pressure, okay. Not punishable, monument is for from Lucilius.
Ooh, just challenges on the plus frames.
Yeah, we've seen this before. It's something that I feel like I don't know if it's because of like not knowing about how plus something is, or just disrespecting the strike throw there. This could have definitely been punishable there. I like that we've seen a bit more patience, it feels like, with Mama now in these rounds. Oh, and just as I say
Zeta
it...
gets immediately get hit on wake up,
Yeah.
drops the ender, Mama is still in this game.
5 stacks, though, on the Lucilius can just cycle all of those cooldowns very quickly. Has the Fireball again.
Run
Oh,
up SBA. I don't know if it'll work, but I was afraid that's too far to get a punish. Actually, could have punished with a U skill, probably.
Yeah, you could... I'm pretty sure you could have just used 2-2U on reaction there.
Oh no, something gets called by the...
Actually, 2-2H would have been better. 2-2U could get hit by the Fireball on the setup. But yeah, just needs to be... I feel like both... Mama needs to be a bit more... deliberate with the options using, and I feel like at the same time really want Vilkis to just kind of go through the BL stacks a little bit faster. You really need to get into level 2 as quickly as possible to basically just have, you know, viable quote-unquote cooldowns, and then just building towards that level 5 that's just creating your absolutely oppressive neutral and pressure. If this is minus, we're not going to punish though. Guess the throw, yeah, again pressing onto the heavy fireball. This
I think that was probably a fumble DP input on wake up.
Yeah.
If you're doing stuff on wake up, just do easy input, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
I am okay with sacrificing 10% damage to make sure my reversal comes out.
I do not think I have used a single DP that was not done with single input in this game. For a single
Pretty
time. Now, a little bit of a maybe helpful thing about for Lucilius, when you do that medium phosphorus combo mid-screen, I've seen a decent amount of Lucilius just miss that conversion on the close M. You can literally just mash it. As long as you mash close M after the mid M phosphorus, it will always connect. It's completely safe to do that. Okay, combo limit here. Again, as I said, this is a character I can get that very quickly. Doesn't matter though. We'll get the quick 3-0. Felt like, yeah, Mama was just not very comfortable with what Velkix was throwing. Wasn't very ready to fight back. We did see, I feel like, some glimpses of good stuff there from them.
Yeah, I
but
think
unfortunately did not stick very much.
it just kind of got ran over on by Lucy's offenses, but in the end, I mean, it can feel very suffocating, especially dealing with Iblis.
Certainly. I mean, that's kind of like his gimmick, right? It's just very safe offense. There are answers to every option. They can kind of like beat every option in a nutshell. But then, unless those use like autopilots into cycling their options in the exact same way every single time, you can like get absolutely smoked by that, right? We didn't see a whole lot of interactions to talk about, and I don't want to like stay on that as we have another match coming up. Serious Bacon against Ballot. It's going to be another Yule into the Zeta. Yeah, Yule definitely one of the rather popular characters in the beginner bracket. Pretty tried and tested, I guess, on that end. So let's see what the players are going to show us here. I feel like it's very awkward for Yule to fight Zeta.
I think this matchup was, in the base game at least, this matchup was fine, but in this game, Zeta is way too overtuned, and 6XL kind of negates UL's. Kind of negates what UL likes to do in neutral. Nice! If it's counter hit, you can just do a ground spear.
Yeah, it just feels like one of the biggest setups Zeta now, which he was always very good at, is just risk-reward feels very skewed towards their favor.
Copious.
Yeah, Copious, yeah.
We are not getting punished for that.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not ready to do the 2H as a punish, you're not really going to get anything big there anyway, right? That's basically what you have to do.
You are dead!
Absolutely. Yep. It just feels
UL
very...
has a good 6XL and stuff. Yeah, but Zeta's better at dealing with, is way better at dealing with 6XL than UL is.
Exactly. And at the same time, it's also the fact that, yeah, both characters, you know, have the reversals, but what does Yor get out of the reversal? Nothing really, right? In this game, no one really gets anything out of the reversals except, you know, for Zeta and
This
Nier,
Nier champion.
right? Yeah, the Nier champion. So it feels like it's one of those things that happens a lot. Is, you know, you're like, okay, no, they reversal, I reversal, whatever. But then Zeta just kind of like slowly but surely pulls ahead off of the reversals. I'm not gonna talk about Nier, not the time and place. Get a big counter hit. Close to the corner now. It feels like there's a Ballad has been doing a lot of these.
Edge.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Ballad has been doing a lot of these 2L staggers or pressure, which is most certainly fake in this game. Unless
Yeah,
you
do not 2L
instantly
stagger. If
cancel.
you're stagger pressuring, stagger
Yeah.
6XL into far light. That's what this game wants.
Yeah, so I really would like to see Bacon just sort of start calling this out. Okay, we did the reset pressure. Don't spot on the parry. Into the throw. Would also like to see a little bit more of Oki from both these players. It feels like they get the knockdowns and then they don't really know what to do afterwards with them, and they just like slowly creep towards one another.
I feel like they're both really respecting reversals, and it can be an idea to have, but if your offense is being completely negated because you're afraid of reversals, then you don't have offense. And more importantly, if you don't have offense, why are they reversing? You are dead!
Surely not.
No, the wall bounce is awkward. You have to time your close medium.
Yeah,
You actually sometimes bounces them out the corner.
You are badly damaged, but not out. Bacon brings it back in this round. But yeah, back to saying that, yeah, it's very important. Like, yes, reversals, whatnot. As I said, Zeta can also get, in specific situations, a lot of reward off of the reversals. But if you're just always so scared of the reversal, especially just like the DP that doesn't even give you a hard knockdown anymore, you're not really going to get much mileage out of your conversions. Going onto the offensive and like keeping it up afterwards is a huge part of like being successful with your offense. So you have to keep that in mind, I feel like. Ooh, we missed a throw into the BC that never came out. Oh. No conversion of the back of that. Nice throw.
Let's see. Did you press anything? No, you are dead.
Into the block, very nice. Into
And
the
Pierce is a combo
yeah.
visionary.
Yeah, very nice. Like, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. They did have the meter to the super, but
Shall we begin?
that's just honestly safer.
You can do be a combo visionary. It's
yeah,
cool.
I'm pretty sure the super would kill as well, but like, if you're not sure, as we said before, or maybe even if you're just doubting yourself, yeah, the combo visionary sequence is there for you. Playing a little bit of far heavy footsies there. Is going to get stopped by the back throw. I feel like
I'm gonna be unironic. I'm gonna need to see both players doing way more 6XLs right now.
Yeah, actually,
You are both just. They are both just. There are both so many opportunities to get someone with 6XL.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what you said, that they're just respecting each other way
They give
too
me
much.
way
right
too much
now.
respect. You
Yeah.
can just 6XL at people. What are they gonna do about it? See, that's a 6XL.
Yeah, it also feels like a lot of these parry options from Ballad have.
Oh no, switch confirmed. It happens.
Uh,
But
I
it's
mean,
fine.
Entry points, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the more reasonable risk confirms, you're not going to die off of one hit afterwards. Going to put your opponent into chip. Your doesn't really have the best tools to deal with chip as well, so yeah, it's just a nice option. Not something that you should get used to, I don't think, but I can see it there. I can agree with it. Okay, we have some 6XLs now. No
We are
conversion.
6XL. We are obvious. But one thing I'm also gonna just say to Ballad, UL has a lot of multi-hits. I don't really have any secret sauce to Rhapsody against multi-hits. You just kind of get used to it.
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could very well be, obviously. as long as you actually, as Ballad, cancelled a lot of these slightly quicker, you could stop the multi-hits from happening. But at this point, it feels like they are very much keen on holding the Rhapsody a little bit more. Okay, we're going to Super Inversa.
We are out of here.
Yeah. We're flying away.
Both
players very low.
Yeah, there it is again.
Frame trap. Back here.
You have free BP. Please just. Oh no.
Now, on the chip points, doesn't matter. Is going to get the jump in. Yeah, just have to absolutely leverage all her BP, honestly. Just send them out. They're already very close to chip. Wasn't chip on the final interaction. And either, just wager your options. You have the fireball. You have the block string into spear. Obvious, right? Ooh, 6XL, sick.
We are 6XL. One thing I'm just going to say, in general, is in this game, you should never die with free BP. Never. Do not ever let yourself die with BP. There is no reason to not at least do guard cancel sometimes. Yeah. If you're losing, if you're so low that the next combo kills, what does it matter that you're taking more damage from a combo? No, you're dead either way.
Do we have it?
You might as well end you can at least end their offensive situation right then and there.
Yeah, guard cancel is absurdly strong, honestly, right now.
It's a good option, sir.
You should absolutely be leveraging as much knowledge of that. Ooh, the spot dodge.
See, like that.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing some guard cancels, but challenges on the plus frames.
But yeah, you have to be willing to use those options. The game gives you your cooldowns, gives you your BP, gives you everything. You just have to reach out and take it. Yeah, we're trying to convert over there. Can't really
just do things.
Yeah.
This game encourages you to do it. Nice. Holds it for the full multi-hit, gets a hit this time. I'm gonna see if Ballard really figure out how to deal with UL. But at the same time, we're seeing Sirius get a better hang on the game.
Yeah, and I think it's the first UL that we've seen today that goes for these very nice and very popular Raging Chain into Ultimate Foxflame conversions, which are very nice, very strong. So props for that on that end. Finishes off with the Raging Chain. Yeah, like aside from the fact that there's just been an abundant, I feel like, amount of respect for each player's offense and defense there, I feel like Bacon has done some pretty nice things with the duo that, just as I say, it drops the conversion with the CL, but at the same time, they went for it, and I have to respect that. I like that. Does not go for the super there. Was kind of expecting to see that, honestly. Okay. Nice frame trap. Into the Crashing Confirm dropped, but then into the Raging Strike, and finishes it off with the DP. So I think this is the 3-1 to Bacon. Yes, is going to take this this set. So this is round 5 stream matches again. Waiting for one match to finish for the final round. Yeah, I mean, I know it's kind of like a broken record. Do not let your opponent get away with murder. It's not cool. And it feels like both of these players kind of did that here. I understand, especially, in the context of being streamed and everything, you can get anxious, can get a bit over defensive. But despite what everyone thinks and says about 6XL, the game currently is designed and balanced around you having a very strong offense and being able to pick up your pressure after those soft knockdowns that the X skills give. Ooh, another thing, just as I said knockdown, remember that. That I saw a bunch, it feels like, especially in this set and previous. Use your attacks. There's no auto-attacking in the game unless you're in the air. So when you get hit by an EX special, if you don't press a button as you're landing, your character is not going to attack, meaning that you effectively give your opponent a hard knockdown. And you should never give your opponent a hard knockdown unless they've earned it using the Raging Chain or their ultimate skills and whatnot. This goes out to everyone that might have missed that. I'm definitely someone that very often forgot to do that, especially in base, and would like let people get away with murder, not using EX skills and then giving them like hard knockdowns. It's very important, especially if your opponent understands that you're not using it. This can lead to an incredible imbalance, I feel like, in the way that offense is played in this game. So yeah, just you know, keep your eyes open, be ready to just mash some random buttons as you're hitting the ground to get that recovery. Speaking of recovery, it feels like we've lost Fuzi from the room.
I lived, I think.
Alright. Let's see if we can get him back there, as long as he's alive, apparently. Now, also waiting for the final round. Let me refresh the bracket real quick. See if we got any 5-0s. So we do have one 5-0 on Scarfian. Already saw him with the... So he got the 3-2 over Hal on round 5. The other 4-0 player now on 4-1. And Scarfian is going to be fighting Tunington on Lowain for the final round. Hal is going to be playing against Abby. So these were like the two big sort of candidates for taking this beginner bracket 3. Let's see if Scarfian can go all the way with a 6-0. For the stream matches on round 3, we're going to have Stefan against Spaghetti and Devil Shiranui against Kamikiri 2. So Spaghetti, we already saw them on the, I believe it was Eustace. Stefan, let's say big fan of Nomaya, certainly going to be on that character. And then let's see the other matchup, what's going to give us. Yeah, Spaghetti on the Eustace, Stefan on the Nomaya. I feel like Nomaya has some really good tools to fight any Zona and Eustace, especially in this game.
You can just say you said sooner.
But
yeah,
Moonflip
I'm
as
in the
well.
room. I'm here.
Yeah, you did join
I see
back.
video games. Poggers.
Let's go.
I'm pogging.
Very surprised to not see the Namaya skin actually here. But anyway. Yeah, the U Moonflip is very strong as well. Honestly, all of Namaya's ultimate skills are pretty good. I feel like Namaya is one of those characters that is not quite there on the top tier like level of characters, but definitely has a lot of good stuff in this game. Could definitely see players going getting a lot of mileage out of her. Trikey is obviously has done, I think it was 4th on
Probably
Handicap, right?
got 4 5 kind of yeah.
And again, you know, I said this before in a different stream, but loving your character and pushing them, even if they're not like the top dogs, can get you like quite far. Honestly, yes, I understand oppressive top tiers.
I got a throw, yeah. Let's go.
But yeah, if you don't believe in your character and you don't believe that you can play with your character, then you certainly are not going to do anything. Jump scare, Scam Flash into the throw.
But no meter.
Yep. One more interaction for the players here. Have the BC, uses it into chip points, uses the I forget always what this special is called. Fuzi is also dead, just letting you know. Uses the balls to chip out. Does a nice reversal out of the red grenade. Does not want to hold those blast strings. Understandable. There's another red grenade. Ooh. That feels like a bit of a miss input there with the DP from Eustace. Staggering. Ooh, we do not want to DP there. Let's attack. Scam flash again into the throw. Very popular option. But we get hit by the DP. Oof.
Nice delay close heavy. This can kill as long as there's no fumbles.
Can we connect this? Yes!
Yes.
There we go.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice to see Spaghetti getting that before, specifically because in the previous matches they were dropping this specific combo. Very nice to see it being definitively used here to get this kill. So first game to Spaghetti.
Right.
6XL pressure. Let's go.
We are in. I mean, Amaya still has 2M as well, and we are sick RPSing. That's fair enough. That was punishable. That was punishable. You might as well mash a reversal there in case they fumble to punish, and they did.
Would we like to see, though, after you get that UDP, to actually do one of the real Oki setups, whether it is like the safe heavy buttons? Ooh, nice conversion there. What's the finisher? Into the super. Okay. Big damage. Is this going to kill?
Not
No, quite, but very close. Okay.
I mean, any hit gets it and just presses on the 6XLs even.
I was about to say, otherwise, you know, just wait for the users to come to you. Start using your Brave counters. This is certainly going to put them into the chip range, and then you can go for the Setsuna or whatever option you want. We'll get hit into this roll. Into the corner, gets out with the Setsuna. Plus frames, disrespected, gets the counter hit, and there's a DP ultimately. Okay. Kind of gaming here. Ooh,
nice
roll.
Alright, not going for a full undroppable, just keeps it simple. Oh, wait,
hold on. Let's go.
Oh,
yes, that's optimal, but not in the specific situation, I must say. So, this is optimal when the super hit is going to get your opponent below 2 BP. In this specific situation, Spaghetti had 3 BP, meaning that it's actually optimal to let the super rip and just have a longer combo beforehand. But keep in mind that if Spaghetti had 2 BP in this situation, this would have been the optimal way to go on about it, because you use the super, put them into the damage penalty taken, and then continue the rest of the combo. So really like the idea. Obviously not in this specific situation, but generally, yeah. Okay, now we block the super, the TP rather. Yeah. Let's see, is this going to get ripped? No, yeah, it's the same thing. I get it, but Stefan...
No!
You must both be more aware of the combo limits, and again, the thing with the BP. Very important for this specific
and this should be done.
Yeah.
No fumbles, no fumbles.
Yeah. Keeps it simple again, a very simple combo mid-screen, gets the kill with that. It's funny because, you know, we were about to say, yeah, 7 keeps it simple, and then just goes for the cheeky super follow-up combo twice in a row.
It is pretty cool.
It is very cool.
We are 6. Oh,
ooh,
no.
Counter hit. This is going to be a big conversion. Okay, we get this. Yes, very nice from Spaghetti. Getting those combos down that they were previously dropping. Very nice to see. Ooh, a bit too much respect there on the reversal. Okay, we're jumping from the Scam Flash. Respectable. Ooh, they're all through almost good enough, but not quite. I like the BC. We're trying to throw. Now, I like the BC, but I feel like once you've done that, you must be a bit more willing to go on the offensive. Okay, let's see if we're gonna let it rip this time. Yes, we are. Okay.
Super. Alright.
Life coaching, etc. Okay, we get the counter hit. No conversion, though.
Definitely trying to bait a BC here, but Cherry Spaghetti just blocks.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that it's very...
No.
Ooh, no conversion of this. Another U-ball. Oh, jump scare. Yeah. Yeah, I understand wanting to get the BC there, because you're maybe a bit scared of getting to chip. But honestly, as long as you don't get counter hit by the BC, you're not quite there yet. Ooh, nice punch.
I would like to reiterate what I said before. If your offense is doing so little to bait out a reversal, then you don't have an offense. And if you don't have an offense, they're not going to reversal, are they?
And if you don't have an offense, you're not really playing this game specifically, right? Like, it's very offense-oriented.
That was definitely a janky situation to convert, but the trade... Oh, just straight up interrupts it.
Yeah. It feels like a little bit of flustered stuff coming out from 7. Oh, I like that 2-2M. I think it's very, very strong, especially when spaced. It can become safe. Yeah. Doing those command dashes is not that effective against Eustace, it feels like. And ooh, drops it here. Back throw incident.
We are supering, but Stefan was patient, was trying to, was definitely going to U reversal.
Oh no! You don't get a conversion. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice roll. It's going to get BC'd. Yeah, BC back.
We are seeing each other right now.
Yeah, it's very like
nice
ooh,
roll.
Nice roll. Yeah.
Even if I don't really endorse this much rolling, like it's working sometimes.
Okay,
but...
there we go again. Can flash. Ooh, nice dodge. Does not get the punish.
Reverse the 6XL.
Should be it. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I feel like I generally agree with you. Rolling can be very risky, but I feel like it's been done in some pretty nice moments here. So unless I see it being, you know, like blatantly overused, I kind of like it so far.
I mean,
But yeah.
that's kind of beat overused. It's basically trying to roll any special cancel, which 40%'s Cherry isn't really punishing, but it's something that can just bite you when you don't want it to, if you make it too much of a habit.
I have a bit of a question for you, but let's see how this round goes first.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, this should be. Absolutely. So, we saw this interaction before, where you BC your opponent, they go into you, and you BC back. And I feel like this is kind of the optimal kind of way to answer to BC, and I don't know if you feel the same way.
This is just how this game is.
Yeah.
Unless you're prepared to try to call it out.
Yeah. BC into BC into BC, just as
maybe this much BC is a bit excessive. I did endorse spend your resources, but you are 1 BP now, and the damage increase does matter a lot right now.
Yeah,
this
and if you're not ready,
definitely matters if you're getting domed by Mad Strike.
Yeah, so like when you're
we are
willing,
optimal.
Big damage. But yeah, like when you're willing to give those 2 BPs for the Brave counters, you must also be ready and willing to spot dodge. Like, absolutely. And it, honestly, kind of a bit of a strategy that you can use. You know, like just force, like, not force, but like bait your opponent into doing the Raging Strike to get the spot dodge. Can be
I'm
very
just a little guy with 1 BP. You wouldn't Rage Strike me, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we've been a little bit patient here. It is set point for Spaghetti once again. It is the let's see. Is this gonna be a big combo? Gonna stop it. BP
One thing
TP down.
I do want to point out is that while I don't endorse rolling these that much, you should be ready to spot dodge the auto combo red grenade. It uses a minus on it. It prevents him from getting his sick red grenade win condition. Like, it's just something you can get used to really improve your odds in a matchup, but Cherry Spaghetti takes it.
Yeah, that U follow up on the command dash, very strong, can be
Oh, so yeah, you can just
very safe, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you don't have like if you're not ready to answer to it though, it's effectively safe, right? You can do a bunch of things depending on the character, but it feels like Eustace is just get a ton of mileage out of it because it does create a little bit of an RPS situation, doesn't it?
If you can get a free red grenade on Eustace, you should always go for him. It's sick to have one.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely agree. So this match gonna go 3-2 to Spaghetti. Moving on to the final stream match, it's going to be Devil Shiranui and Kamikiri. Devil Shiranui just gonna be Shiranui, I guess, for this point. I'm not gonna be saying the whole name. Is going to be on the Beelzebub against the Lancelot. 2 characters I've not seen at all so far. Definitely both very strong characters. Lancelot's a bit of a top tier contender in this game.
I mean, it's debated whether Lance is top or high, but Lance is good.
He's definitely strong, yeah.
You can agree. Lancelot is enjoying Rising after having a somewhat unpleasant end of life in HGV versus. Bobs, on the other hand, he's Bobs.
Yeah.
He's probably the character least affected by Rising because his tools can legitimately fend off 6XL.
There's a DP out. We're gonna be throwing some fireballs.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing. I've already seen. Devil Shiranui has like the basic idea of Bobs already. Spin, fireball, dive kick. Just do not play this. Do not play a two-player game.
Yeah.
There is only one person on the screen, and it is Bobs.
Honestly, you know, we've seen like a ton of you all. Bobs is probably to me like the penultimate beginner character. Very effective. Doesn't need to go much beyond his layer
We're
1.
seeing the funny Lancelot combo. It's very funny.
Okay, we don't go for the close light there. Doesn't matter. We've got a lot of mileage there. But yeah, Bobs has a very straightforward game plan. Very straightforward, strong tools. Ooh, there's the funny unblockable.
Yeah, I would say the thing about Bobs as a character at like the beginner intermediate level is Bobs wins. Those are the characters that instantly wins if you cannot pass layer 1.
Yeah.
Like
His layer 1 is just very strong.
Like the layer 1, the zoning, the dive kicks, like these things can just feel like an impenetrable wall. Generally, the only real option is that you just have to take your time. You just have to accept that trying to run straight at Bobs is generally going to result in you just eating a load of small hits that add up pretty quickly. Nice TP.
And another thing that Bobs gets a ton of mileage out of in the beginner matches is you have to block low against them all the time. Because when you get clipped by that Chaos Caliber, the low Chaos Caliber, it's going to be very bad for you. Regardless of how much mileage he gets out of it. Oh, there we go. Close light. Keeping it simple. Going into the super. Very close to death now. Oh, okay.
Nice BC. Challenges on the plus frames. BC blocked is +6.
Nice
spot dodge.
Oh,
a little punished, but he wasn't ready for the situation, so H-Whip it almost kills. Ooh. Alright.
No,
yeah, when you're done
your
near death, you might as well spend it.
Yeah. Now we have 3 BC on the Lancelot side. We should use that. There we go. Onto Chip.
We are looking for Chip, and yeah.
Very nice. Really like the fact that we did see the spot dodge the first time that we saw the U-Karma, it connected. Now we are ready for it. Also like the spot dodge on the dive, one of the first options you're kind of like supposed, I guess, to use against it. We are, however, flying around this screen right now, making it very uncomfortable for Lancelot to fight against us. That's the
it's a good dive kick.
The Bobs. Ooh, very nice counter hit.
Special.
Oh, it does not get the wall bounce. Yeah, you need to be very patient against Bob's offense as well. I feel like it's just very good.
This is one thing that Bobs does get him rising.
Yeah, ready.
You will get a full screen frame trap by Bob's use skills now.
Okay. Double use skill funny. Oh, we don't get it to the corner.
We don't get a funny. And this is pretty dire. You got no meter to play with. This Bob's got all the meter you could ever want. Nice.
Oh, we're getting hit. Can't convert. But effectively a single attraction away, or a funny away from death. Releasing off. Makes sense. Yeah, there's the kill from the top medium. First game over to Shinui. And honestly, yeah, we're just seeing a lot of layer 1 Bobs, layer 1 Lancelot stuff. We did see the nice resets from the Wrecker from Lancelot. We'd like to see a little bit more of that, and then just trying to start gauging how Shinui is going to interact with it, using the TP or not. We're going to get the conversion here. Big damage into throw, gets stacked. Yeah, another dive, gets the counter hit, doesn't convert fully over it. Yeah. Honestly, basketball would probably be the best option there to kill. You had only one DC, but it would be enough. And there we go, yeah. You really need to be aware when you spodge those Blackflies that Bubs now has the option to follow up with the UKS Caliber or the U-Karma. So as long as you're not ready, it's going to be a bad time. And there's the blocking glow thing I talked about earlier. Not nice to be giving the free damage and free reset to Bubs who spodged up, but not enough. Let's hit by there. Close light. yeah, gets it low. You, especially in the corner, it's absolutely deadly, and it's very annoying because like it's a safe thing for him to do. He just like does like he has caliber that is low. You have to be blocking low. Absolutely have to be. It's not like he can do something that's an overhead, right? Like
Yeah, you just kind of got to block. I mean, that's the thing. His pressure is. It's very safe, but it's not
yeah,
insanely threatening because he kind of does just space himself out and just kind of catches your attempts to escape.
Shall we begin?
yeah. It commands a lot of respect, but
You have to
being
respect
patient,
it, but
yeah, is very strong against
that's
it.
really the core of dealing with Bobs. You just have to be super patient.
Yeah.
Bobs is going to dictate how this game is played.
Speaking of patience, we're gonna have a character
Matera?
swap from the Lancelot into the Matera. A bit of
I mean, if he feels like, again, if you don't feel like you can't get in on Bobs, then trying to beat Zone, if you play Matera and want to beat Zone with zoning, it's not
Yeah.
ideal.
I mean, I can see that, but I feel like you just have to be much more comfortable with your play to go to the Matera specifically in this matchup. So far, it's been working out okay, but unfortunately, yeah, Kamikaze has been getting hit by a lot of stray hits here and there. Oh, there's a Yokohama. Big damage there. Yeah,
Nice
Shadow Step
DP, yeah.
into throw. One of the things that really smokes people out who are not ready for it. You really need to be ready for those teleports.
You can't just flat. If it's not a knockdown, you can't just straight up hit teleport, but
Yeah.
obviously your mind is full of dealing with the Bob zoning game, then it can be understandable. You might not be ready to whack a TP. But on the flip side, well, in theory, I would like to zone against the zoning. Unfortunately, one of these zoners can't just teleport past your projectiles and nothing
Yeah.
personnel you.
And the dive just very strong.
And obviously dive is insanely hard to deal with. I don't really even see him dive, he's just kind of waiting until Kamakiri overcommits
Oof,
to the zoning game, and you are dead.
This should kill.
Yeah.
A 3-0 to Shurnui. Yeah, honestly, it's just that whole thing about Bobs. Like, you have to be very patient against him. You have to be deliberate. If you want to press against him, you must be aware of, like, when and where you're going to be doing that. Was not the case here, unfortunately. So, Shurnui is going to get the 3-0 with the Bobs.
It can't just feel impossible to like get in on the Bobs. That's just kind of throwing projectiles, just spinning when you try to
Yeah.
get close. You just have to play super carefully. Just chill.
And at the same time, when your characters are Lancelot and Matera, it doesn't really feel like you get a great mileage out of your character picks, right?
I mean, I think
for the
Lancelot.
matchup.
I presume Lancelot
Yeah.
is fine, but
It
it also can be hard because you're a stubby little guy trying to rush him down.
Lancelot, I feel like, is one of those characters that, in general, not simply because they're fighting Bobs, needs to have, you need to have a set game plan in your head, be ready to change that, be willing to be patient, go for those strike throws, and those funny JU moments. So I think if you're not comfortable with playing defense against Bob specifically, it becomes a lot of mental stack there. So it can be overwhelming. That's how I feel about it in
That's
specific.
just how Bob's is.
Yeah.
He's a
It's just like,
super brutal character to deal with if you can't pass the layer 1 vibe check.
When you're playing a character that already requires you to be even more patient, right? And then there's also the clash in the matchup. I think it can be even worse for you mentally. So this was the final stream match. The bracket, I feel, has now concluded. And on top of the standings is Shurnui with the 5-1. Wins over Tunington and Scarfian through the tiebreakers. Tunington did stop Scarfian from getting the 6-0 by winning 3-1 in the 6th round of the Scarfian. Tunington did, yeah. So this is currently the state. Shiranui, then Tunington, then Scarfian, Abby, Howentry, Kamikiri, Yukaza, and Spaghetti as the top 8. And with this, I think this is a successful conclusion to the third week of the beginner brackets, hosted by Lubber.
It was lowbring time.
Yeah, my main takeaway, I think I'm going to go back to what I said on the previous round, with being ready to sort of like force your opponent into awkward situations of defense. Don't give them like way too much respect. And then teching. You absolutely need to be teching.
Please tech the soft. Please test soft
yeah.
knockdowns. If you are hit by a sweep, a super, or a U skill tech,
Yeah.
Don't always back tech against zoners.
Yeah, it's very important though. It's something that as long as you start doing, is going to then become a second nature to you, and you're gonna stop thinking about it altogether. But before you get into that, you need to be aware of it, and it's very important. Yeah, we did some decent matches here. There, we did some. Props. I really want to give props to Spaghetti because we saw them on stream. I think it was on the second or the third round.
Yeah, it was like their first match of the stream. They looked a bit out of sorts. They were fumbling a lot, but that second game, that was good.
They were on the combo game, ready to get those pickups. Really like to see that. See them, get a bit more comfortable with themselves. So props for that, and obviously props for the week 3 beginner Shonui as well. So yeah. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
It's always nice to watch our players pull up and see them improve on the spot in the bracket. Just to reiterate on the score, funnily enough, it came down to a very late tiebreaker. The score was the same, the tiebreaker was the same, even the Buccanals was the same, which is basically a calculation based on scores. So literally it came down to points difference. So Devil She only won because they won 4 more games than Tunington, actual rounds within the matches.
Yeah, so super close stuff.
Yeah, very close, and no 6-0s and no clean sweeps either, other than DQs. So I think good stuff all around. I hope everyone had a pretty good time. Devil She's been performing fairly well in these brackets, so props to him. But yeah. Hopefully that should be the end of the bracket. Thank you to both of our commentators for holding it down. Really good job. Thanks to all our players for pulling up. We'll be raiding Rose on Saki's suggestion, who I assume is some Grand Blue channel. I don't know. Maybe Saki may just raid some his friend or whatever.
She's an NA player, yeah.
An NA Grand Blue player, yep. But yeah, we'll be heading off now. Do any of you have anything more to add?
No, just thanks everyone for tuning in and for the people playing. I think it's super nice that we have active beginner brackets with the iteration of Rising. Was getting I know you've said before, during the end of the base games life, it was getting much more harder to get this sort of brackets going. But I think these are really nice to have in any game, in any fighting game as well. So I'm just happy that we have them. We have, I think, what was that, 34 entrants today. A pretty big bracket. Always nice to see that. So props to the players. It can be hard, especially when you're unsure of yourself, to put yourself out there, go on the brackets, go on the streams and everything. So yeah, props.
Yep, and that raid timer is running out. So all right, we'll be heading off
later,
now.
gamers.
Goodbye.
Bye.